Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Good to see you all. It's first thing off. Butch's going to be a little late tonight, which is, understandable. We all got lives, so anyway, I'll run down through here, and there is a few comments I am going to make about some of the things that was said. Finding Kino, hello. Chrissy Cat, hello. Chris Gilbert, Zach M. What happened to Red? Okay, it's one of two things. She said she was need a break from YouTube. She had used to be modding for a lot of people, but she had dropped all the way down to me. Now, I don't know if she just got tired of YouTube or if she got tired of me, but either way, she was done for a while. She needed a break. Either way. But yeah. And then I seen somebody else say that they miss Red. Well, yeah, I do too. She's a great mod, but she wanted a break. So that's what happened. So anyway, I will keep going. Like I said, I can't dwell on it. It was great having her what little I had, and if I can get her back, I would love it. The cat. Hello. Let's see. Meemaw Patriot. Hello. Trudy Huddleston. Hello. Cool Gamer. Hello. Try not to miss anybody here. Can't swear I won't. And if I do, just give me a finger and then I'll say hey, I don't want to miss anybody. Michelle Books. Let's see. James, hello. Mary Freeland, hello. Karen Thompson, hello. So far, that's all I've got on this. Let me look at this other screen. Car's Car, hello. Anyway, I can put my eyeballs back on. Here we go. Deborah Terry, hello. Good to see you again. Like I said tonight, today has been a very long day, ladies and gentlemen. It is, I am wore the hell out, but I'm sure I'll pep up a little bit here shortly. I just got to get my second wind with me. Just going to take me a few minutes, if y'all don't mind, to hang out. And I'm sure by the time we get a few people in here and up on panel, we'll come up with silly something again. I'm sure. I do have a few little headlines that were just dumb as dumb, but we'll run through those. But they wasn't nothing impressive. But I do appreciate each and every one of y'all for showing up. It's great to see y'all showing up. It's not every day that people come to hang out with you, you know? So it's awesome to have, especially for me. Car's Car, I'm not real familiar with your name, but apparently you know a lot of the other people. So do I know you under a different name? Thank you, Meemaw Patriot. I did try to go through some of that Merle Haggard song again today, and boy, that is a tough one to learn, doll. We may have to find a different one. That one's a tough one to get a hold of. Okay, Chris Cat. No, that's cool. Okay. Okay, you come over from India. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. Like I said, we'll try to give her all the help we can. You know, Independent Mini United. Yeah, she's always been kind to me. I have no complaints about her. Well, meanwhile, thank you. I appreciate that. Tanya Burns, hello. Like I said, Butch is going to be a little lacking tonight. Hopefully, I sent him a couple of emails making sure he will get the email. He never seems to get the first one, but I've had that problem with other people too. But I'm fixing to drop the link, get a few people up here so I can bounce some stuff off of and just have a conversation with. Like I said, it's been a long, hard day for me. So I may need a little help till Butch shows up and I get my second win. So uh, I know I didn't send it to Finding Keno, and I apologize. I should have. But I'll drop it. And if we get one or two up here, then we're going to yank it. And that's why I don't pin them, because of the crap we got last night. But let me drop this link. And Keno, if you can't pull it, let me know and I'll pull it. Sometimes it won't let somebody else pull it if I drop it. All right, it is dropped. But if somebody would like to come up and keep me company until we get our the other side of my brain in here, that would be wonderful. Looks like we got quite a few lurkers and uh, a few in the chat, and I appreciate everybody that does both, because it's always like I said, if it wasn't for you, ladies and gentlemen, there would not be a show. Would not. Okay, I'm going to. If anybody else wants to jump up real quick, go for it. But other than that, I'm going to yank it. Maybe about 5-10 more seconds, and then if no one else wants to come up, then I'll go over and find some Breitbart news. And well, I've already got it pulled actually, and I will. I will read a little bit of that. Thank you, Cherry Wheels. Cherry Wheels, excuse me. Mr. B, I don't know where he's at. He called me and told me he may be late. So let me see if I can catch some more of these here. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Monday the 13th. I have not. Like I said, some of the crap that's coming out now is just crap news. It's more like the funny pages. It's just everybody's digging for something to put out. I mean, you even go to the congressional side, and it's just a joke. I went to and looked today and this evening, and boy, there was just nothing put out, and that's why I quit covering the news, because you can cover it and there's just nothing there anymore. And if there is something there, it's hopium or fear porn or BS, and most all of it's BS. Yes, Chris Gilbert, I will keep things going, one way or the other. Well, Tucker was stirring the pot for a little bit, but now he's been put on kind of a. I think he's been scolded a little bit. Uh, what Uncle Tifa did to me, yeah, it was probably none of his business. But you know what? What Uncle Tifa did to me, I don't get offended by that crap because I have nothing to hide. I did nothing wrong other than, by God, I might have had a beer or two, but we started out that way. And then he kind of changed, but I didn't. And so when Tifa got involved, like I said, there's some things I'm not going to tell him because our private conversations are a private conversation. I'm going to do that with anybody I have. Someone emails me, I ain't going to tell anybody what was said unless I was asked to. Someone tells me something on a backstage that is private. They say, "Hey, can you not say nothing?" I don't. Now, I have had people turn on me, but that's fine. That's their business, not mine. Karen Thompson, I did not see that, but that is interesting. Deborah, I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I went over there twice, uh, just because I want to keep my name. Uh, I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. You ask me a question, I will not lie to you. I'll tell you straight up, the best of my knowledge. Now, I don't know everything that was said about me or had been done, or anybody else. Just me. New Dawn Red October. Hello. I did miss your name earlier. I do apologize. But no, I don't. I try not to get. Here's the other deal. Other channels, I try to stay away from them on my show. I will go talk to him because I'm not one to let somebody beat me up when they only got one side of the story because that ain't right either. But I'm just I'll go over there and I'll give them the facts that I know up to the point I know of, and that's it. That's all I can do. And that's all I'm going to do. I don't care where it is. There's times I don't research as best I should, and I've been called out for that. So be it. It's not like I can spend all day long on one subject. And that's why I quit doing all that crap. Not now, all I do is Cindy Fuller Stevens. Hello. Now all I do is just try to have fun and talk to great people. And I mean, look at y'all. I mean, there's damn near 100 people in a room right at this moment, and that's all I care. Rackbit, Jay. So be it. That's all good. Hello, Creek Squad. Trying to read some of these. Like I said, I'm trying to kill some time till my sidekick gets here, but Trudy Huddleston. I'm not following you. You must be talking to somebody else. Yeah, old Creek's going to have a night tonight. He's got karaoke tonight. Tanya Burns, I am going to agree with you. There is and hey guys, anybody I missed, my StreamYard site isn't showing everything my YouTube site is, so I apologize. But Tanya Burns, yes. Some people, yeah, they just keep beating a dead horse. Let it go, because what the hell does it really matter if it didn't affect your life or doesn't affect your life at this point? It really don't matter. Al Bundy, hello. I'm trying not to miss anybody, but boy, howdy, it's hard jumping back and forth right now. But I'll get her did. I'll get her did. Like I said, this is gonna start out a little slow this evening, but by God, we'll get wound up here just a bit. I think I might even drop the link again or I'll have Keno, if you don't mind, drop the link again in case somebody wants to come up and visit for a little bit. If you have not been in the chat, you will not come on the stage. We're not going through another night like last night. You go through that chat. That way my mods can actually look at where you come from. If you haven't, you will not be let up on stage and you will be banned permanently. So keep that under hindrance. You will not get on stage anymore. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Keno has dropped it and it is there. Yeah, we don't need silly shit like that last night. That childish crap that's just does nothing to distract and disturb and disrupted us for a half hour down there last night, and that's exactly what they wanted. Beachy, yes, you missed it. We had a guy that forgot to take his Viagra while he was trying to swing it on camera. And we booed him as soon as I could. Yeah, y'all didn't miss nothing if y'all missed that. Another one of them damn perverts. That's all they are. Yeah, you take one night off and this happens. Yeah. Yeah, it's always that way. I mean, it seems to be. And yes, Karen Thompson has a good idea. Let's hit that like button. There's only 113 of us in here. I mean, if y'all appreciate what I do, you can show me a little love right back, and I'll keep doing what I can. Not only that, a few more people might find us that has the same kind of ideas we do and like the same kind of fun. So if y'all don't mind popping that little thumbs up button, that would be wonderful. Not asking you to subscribe. I'm not asking for anything else. Not asking for no damn money. Just a thumbs up. They're free. Carol Z, hello. Yeah, BG, I hear you. Like I said, don't have to appreciate me, but if you enjoy some of the stuff I do, you don't have to like it all. Sometimes we get carried away. But you don't have to like it all. But if you occasionally like us, I mean, at least show it. I'm not going to try to sell you anything but humor and laughter and an opinion. And that's it. That's all I'm going to sell you. Yeah, Cindy. No. Patty Day's coming, Shane. Better wash up. Green tides. Yeah. That's going to be a never ending deal. I mean, there's a bunch of people that push that so hard. That's just like that midget thing. I brought it up one damn time. And son, that stuck with me for 2 years. And I think it's still stuck with me depending on who shows up. But hey, it doesn't bug me. I mean, people, if they think something's funny, by God, get her did. You know, I'm not going to sit here and belittle somebody because they like to have fun. They may find it humorous, whether anybody else does or not. But I still, that green tights thing still haunts me because of Devil Dog. He brings it up every damn chance he gets. Now, by God, Keno, don't miss Carol Z. She said hello to you. Breaking Dinar updates. Arby is closer than ever. The central bank of Iraq decides to use the local currency only with ATMs. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Devil Dog, hello. Yes, D Dog. Yes, time changes tonight. Y'all do it before you go to sleep. Y'all will wake up in the morning and missed an hour. But if you set it tonight early enough, hell, we'll gain an hour. Ramona Perez, hello. Well, I don't guess anybody's got time come right up right now. I guess we'll have to kind of hang around and wait till Butch shows up. Kara, hello. I hadn't seen you in a few days. Yeah, actually, your clocks will be back on time. Yeah, that's a lot of people don't even change them. A lot of people just leave them and just do the math, you know. And even when I change mine, I'm still doing the math. Like, what the hell is going on? Just read the damn clock, Shane. And it just, yeah, it's tiring. I wish they'd just do away with the damn daylight savings time. Just keep it the same all the time. Doesn't matter in the winter. You still get up at dark and you still go to get home at dark. So it doesn't matter what time it is. Go put in 8 hours and come home. Well, your blank's closed. Well, by God, call them in the midday. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Call them at lunch. Yeah, that daylight savings thing has been nothing but a pain in the butt for all of us for a long time. Yeah, that's it, D Dog. Give them the double barrel. Yep. Two birds flying high. Yeah, that daylight savings crap is nothing but a bunch of joke. Why the hell they did that, I can't even tell you. I'm sure somebody's got the explanation for it out there, but I have no clue why they did. Gypsy Lizzie, hello. T Muckin, hello. My God, it's good to see everybody coming in tonight. I know it's Saturday, and we may get to get impressed again tonight if I'm not careful. So I'll try to be careful. Like I said, if you have not been in the chat, you will not come up. And if you show up and I can't see your face and I don't know you, you will be blocked permanently from getting on the panel. Okay. Deborah Terry says back in the old days, it was for the farmers. Okay. I don't think y'all lost me. Did you? I'm still here. Can everybody else hear me? Maybe she's got something on her hurry in. Maybe it's me. I don't know. Can anybody hear me? You can see my avatar jumping around. Chris Cat says no. Melinda Ritchie, hello. I don't know what's going on then, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. Let me check some. Okay, Karen Thompson says she can hear me. Tanya Burns says she can hear me. Melinda can hear me. Okay, so everybody's kind of hearing me except maybe one or two. Bad news, Shane, I can hear you. Okay, thank you, Meemaw. Okay, just for a few seconds. Okay. Sorry, Margaret Egner, hello, and thank you all. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but boy, I haven't changed anything. All my stuff looked good on this end. New Dawn Red October. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but I think I do. So I'm going to comment on it at this point. Well, yeah. Welcome to Arkansas. Yeah, that's right next door to us. Ain't no telling when we'll drop off. D-Dog, you busy? You got something you can talk about and come up and help me out for just a bit? That would be impressive. Wait, see if I can hear answer out of that. Can't be that damn busy. He's sure typing a lot. Yeah, yeah, I bet that's right. I found if you throw your phone at a brick wall, your new phone works better. Yeah. Yeah, they work pretty good for a little bit. Yeah, we got plenty of sunshine today, but we got some of that wind that went with it, like 50-mile-an-hour gusts. And it wasn't even called for today. Nothing predicted it. But anyway, Keno, if you will drop the link for D-Dog, maybe he'll come up and give me a little bit of help for a bit. Ramona Perez, it was 98th day. Where in the hell are you at? Costa Rica? Son of a gun. Hey, Frank. Good to see you, bud. Texas, and it got to 98? Son of a gun. I'm in Oklahoma. It didn't get that warm. Not even close. Now, wind it didn't, it wasn't terrible today. Now, the next day or two, we're supposed to be up in the 70s and 80s. So I'm looking forward to that. Devil Dog, you don't need a link. You tried but failed, the cat? All right. Snow on the way in the West Central. I'm going to tell you something. This weather, and we was having 90 and 80 and 90 degree weathers and 1 year, and this has been about 3-4 years ago. Then the next thing you know, at the end of March, we get this big old wet snow, It's heavy as hell, ripped down trees, power lines. I mean, it was just crazy. And now it wasn't that damn cold. And I was walking around outside in shorts, yelling at my neighbor across the street to quit using them wet tools to get them power lines. It's arcing and shit off his house. Patriot kicked the can. Daylight savings time was implemented to conserve energy. Now, I don't know how in the hell it conserved any energy. Sorry, I'm trying to read some of the chat. I don't want to leave you all lonely here. Shane, I think they're trying to ensure crops aren't planted in time or they are destroyed. Well, there's been a lot of farmers, even out here in Oklahoma, that do that crap. They don't get them in time, but then they turn around and still make a claim on the crap and give it a big old check and then make their land payment. And I think that's BS. If you can't do it on time, but that's the problem with getting in with the government. Don't get in them government plans, and it doesn't matter when you plant them. You plant them when the hell you want to. And if you're having problems, that's on you. But they want that big old check, and they do it on purpose. They do it on purpose just to get that check because that check pays more than the crops usually. I know firsthand about some of that crap. It's not that I did it, but my mom's ex-husband, he does it every friggin' year. And it's like, the hell are you doing? Quit that crap. I mean, either get it planted or don't. Well, they get to claim a loss and all that crap. And it saves money from having to harvest it and all that crap and then send it in and then go pay the payment. Now they just get the insurance check and that's what's caused a problem with these farmers. And that's why everything's getting sold off to these corporate farmers. It's just silly. I don't know why people do that crap. I remember the first year my stepdad the man that raised me did that. It's like, why in the hell are you doing that? Well, you're going to insure a crop so you get paid for something you know ain't going to get the yield anyway. Don't do it. My God, let's live off of what we can plant and what we get on the yield. Replant it next year. Ain't no sense in buying. You go cut 6 sections of wheat and you sell all of it, and then you turn around the next year and buy the wheat when it's so high you can't even afford to pay for it, the fuel, the planting, and the fertilizer, which I don't like using spray on fertilizers anyway. That was just me again. So why in the hell don't you just save your own stuff? Okay, maybe you need to get a shaker in there to maybe you had some vine weed or something. Get out the damn trash. Okay, so be it. Pay for it. But then put it in the silo, put it right back down in the ground, and you got good, clean food. You ain't got all this processed crap. Nope. Everybody, it's just easier to run out and buy it in them bags and dump them in your drills and do it again. Conservative Cowboy. I was trying to read yours. I'm not real sure what GC is right offhand. GCA. Thank you, Gypsy. I appreciate that. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. It's always appreciated. Yeah, Al Bundy. Yes, I've been told that since I was a little kid that it does take 12 inches of snow to make 1 inch of rain. I've been told that for the Farmer's Almanac's been putting that out since 1976. And now I'm in trouble. Someone's going to come up here and correct me. And here he is.
What? Okay, Shane, what's the deal? No one wants to play with you?
No, I'm used toys.
Yeah, used toys.
Yeah, I've been played with too much.
Yeah, I'm a broken Hot Wheel car.
Kim Scanley, hello. Yeah, I understand that. Excuse me. Yeah, to get about 3 inches of snow in the winter, you need 3 foot.
Yeah.
I'm sure Michigan gets plenty of their moisture they need.
Well, last summer we were 7 inches low on rain, and I'm guessing we're probably 3 or 4 feet short on snow this year too.
Oh wow! Well, and
Yeah,
everybody
so if we don't get a good,
sorry, go ahead.
if we don't get a good spring rain, we're screwed this summer.
Yeah. We went for 15 years with hardly any rain out here, and it got a little tough. Our aquifers are getting low. Everything was.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what. We finally got some rains, but when we did, there was so much it was flooding everything. Our aquifers filled up within a month. And it takes a lot of damn water to fill up an aquifer by the time it filters through the ground. But everything was just flooded. Our rivers, our little ponds that were on riverbeds, it was a solid river. It was crazy.
Yeah, well, I got a river going through my property, and it should be a foot taller right now.
So you're a hint low too. And you're not getting nothing off the mountains off that little river?
Well,
No, that's the only thing keeping it alive.
yeah, well, I have some, what are those called? Ram pumps down there to pump water to storage tanks for the gardens.
Right.
So I think when the water warms up a little bit, I'll be in there putting some more pipe down so I can put another pump or two in.
You go all solar.
Yeah, I think one pump does like 700 liters a day.
That ain't bad. Ain't bad at all.
Yeah, but that was barely enough to keep my little garden wet up on top of the hill.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And to get enough fall going into that ram pump, I had to go 700 feet upstream. Just to get enough to go up, I think 32 feet.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, it is pretty low. Yeah, because that's a 700 feet. My God, that's a lot.
Well, that's for what about 10 inches of fall.
Let's see, what is it? It's a quarter a foot of fall to run water.
Well, that's for your drain pipes in the house.
Correct. Yeah, you are correct. You are
Yeah,
correct.
a quarter inch of fall on 4 feet.
Yep. I know in like 100 feet, it's like almost 20 inches of fall. 20 or 25. I can't remember right offhand. It's 25. You are correct.
Yeah, but whatever your fall is, you can with a ram pump, you can lift 7 times that. So if I got 10 inches of fall, I can put fill up a storage tank 70 feet above that.
All right. All right. Pugs for life. Hello. I think that's how you said. I don't know. Yeah, there's several few names in here last night. We've seen several few faces we've never seen before that we probably don't ever care to see again last night. But
What, inchworm?
yeah, good thing he took a full Viagra before he did that.
Well, he should have taken a handful of them.
He should have seen blue for days.
Yeah, I took one and it got stuck in my throat. I had a stiff neck for a week.
Oh.
I know it's a bad joke, but it's my joke, so get over it.
Hey, it's good. I love it.
Yeah. Stop it!
No, I know it. You're blowing the hell up. It's all them 1-900 numbers that's calling you back.
No, the idiots on the Zoom call that I was on, they're talking that Nazara shit, and they're talking about the banks are all failing. Well, just because one bank closed.
Yeah.
And, you'll find out later it's because of fraud and money laundering.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's all it ever was.
Yeah, but, everyone's stirring it up as much as they can. It's like, God, you bitches are killing me.
Yeah. It's all clickbait and money grubs. Tracy Norman, hello. Elaine James, hello. It's great seeing y'all in here. Always great to see y'all in here. And if y'all don't mind, could you help me out a little bit with that thumbs up, please? I'm not asking you to subscribe. I see 145 people in here. Half of them lurking and half of them on the chat. So if you give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. Maybe some other great people that want to come over and just have a normal conversation with normal people can come over here without all the fear porn and opium. You never know. You may not like it, but somebody else might.
Yeah.
Carol Z, don't advertise that too loud.
Yeah, I don't keep cash. It has no value. I keep coin.
Yeah, pretty much. I do keep cash because I pay all my bills with it. Because that's all they accept. They won't accept coins here.
Right.
So I keep cash and I also keep coin.
Yeah.
I also keep 9s, 45s, 410s. Any room I go into, there's a weapon of choice.
Yeah. Well, I prefer the 7mm. At least I can get up there and touch somebody at 3/4 of a mile.
A 7mm, huh?
Yeah, either that or the 22-250.
Yeah, 22-250 is pretty good. I've never shot a 7.
Yeah, they're about the same speed. You hear the trigger action, you see where it hits, then you hear the bang.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I like.
2,200 feet per second or some shit like that.
Faster than a deer.
Yep.
That's all that matters.
That's it. By the time they blink, they're down.
Yeah, like the shotgun and the smaller rifles like 30-30, 30-06.
Yeah.
they usually end up spooking the deer before you hit it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you hear that blast long before the bullet gets there.
Right.
Yeah, I had a 243 that was like that. And then the bad thing was it was cut off 6 inches shorter. Son of a gun. You don't shoot 255s out of that, the grain. It'll rip your damn arm off.
Right.
The 308s are pretty good. 308's pretty good. Like hell, that's a rifle of choice by the military, isn't it?
Don't know.
Hmm.
I don't pay attention to that anymore.
Yeah. I'm just going by what I keep listening to everywhere.
Yeah.
I've shot a 308 before. They're pretty spot on, you know. You reach out there 100 yards. I don't know how far they'll actually reach spot on, but and I think a lot of that's probably the shooter. You get me past 100 yards, even with scope, I can't do much. I'm going to scare the shit out of you, though. Okay, Tracy Norman says 22,250 is 3,900 feet per second. The 7 mil is 32 or 33. Yeah. Impressive, girl. Yeah, and that's the one thing a lot of people didn't realize that, you know, when you go to using silencers like on these sniper rifles and stuff, it's not just the silence you put on it. You also got to use subsonic rounds. In other words, they go a hell of a lot slower.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of them have to be under what, 600?
I don't know.
That's what I was told by the sheriff's department one time, but I don't know. And the price, hello. I don't know that for a fact. I was just told that by the sheriff's department one time that, yeah, to use a silencer and to actually be accurate with the silencer for it to work, it has to be subsonic rounds, and those are 600 feet per second max.
Well, I like it loud, so no danger.
And Tracy Norman is a male. I apologize, Tracy. Matter of fact, one of my good friends is a male, and his name is Tracy.
Yeah, I know a couple of Tracys. One was captain of the wrestling team in my town.
Cool.
Yep, and hello, Larry's boss. Hi, Larry.
Yeah, Larry P. Hello.
Yeah, his boss is in here too.
Oh, is that his wife?
Yep, his boss.
What is that one going by?
That's Edna.
Edna. Okay. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah. Jet lag. Hello. Yeah, I remember that now that you say that. Ms. Blue Moon, hello. My God, everybody's piling in here tonight. There's Bruce. Sound barrier is 760 miles per hour at sea level pressure.
Cool.
Well, I guess that's good to know if you're into that.
Well, I don't have a car that fast, but I'm working on it.
Maybe you should talk to the government. They could help you out. Ramona Perez says she has a 270. I don't know that I've ever seen one or shot one. She's got the iron skillet. Larry B. Uh-oh.
So, Larry, is she going to hit you with it, or is she going to cook you dinner? Because if they're going to do either one of those two, I will listen to them.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I will pay attention. And looky here, we got the rainbow cloud in here now.
Hello.
Yeah, it says brown country.
Inchworm last night.
What's your shirt? Nobody's freaking cares. And your shirt has what on it? Brown Country, Mr. B.
Oh, Brown County, Nashville, Indiana.
Oh, okay.
It's a cool place.
Urban Nail, hello.
Hello, everybody. That was my 2 fine specimen hunks of man meat tonight.
Oh my God.
Stop it, you silly bitch.
Just a hanging.
You silly faggot. Dicks are for chicks.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's it.
Hello, everybody. Good to see y'all tonight. Sorry I'm a little bit behind. It's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he left me hanging for until D-Dog showed up. So I was like, thank God.
I had to hang you up. That's tan and hide.
That's all right. We winged it without you. I didn't even have to get to the news.
Oh,
I just kept up with the damn chat because the chat filled up in a hurry tonight.
I see
Yeah.
that.
Mr. Biden's finally here.
Mr. Biden's funny. Oh,
We going there early, are we, guys?
oh, we went there a little bit ago.
I see how it's going to be.
Oh,
Yeah, you missed all the fun. We already got the midget and the green tights thing out of the way today.
Oh, hell no. Shane, you're never going to get away from that, brother.
Somebody brought it up in chat. You know, the green
best
type.
thing is, I didn't have to bring it up.
No, he did not. Yeah, and I said I brought up a midget one time, and here comes D-Dog in the chat. Yep, midgets and green tights. And,
Oh,
shit, it blowed up.
Oh, my God. You guys missed a good dinner tonight, folks.
What'd you have?
I had a 28-ounce porterhouse with a bourbon peppercorn sauce on it,
Nice.
and king crab, mac and cheese, roasted asparagus. Ugh.
And you're not asleep?
Oh, my God. I'm feeling it. I brought some of it home for Charlie, though.
Hang on a second, you guys. I got to step away just a second.
Good shit, though, Maynard.
Yep. 1 second's up, Shane.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Don't you worry. When I said step away, I didn't mean leave.
Shane asked me how I wanted my steak. I said, just knock the horns off, wipe his ass, and chunk it down on a plate.
I like it when they leave the bell on. It's something for my knife to tap on while I'm chewing.
Yeah, but I think they left the hooves on, D-Dog, because something's kicking tonight. I'm feeling it.
But that's just your next turd getting ready.
Oh, my goodness. That was way too much. Way too much. I don't know. We have any Indianapolis people in the community?
Nobody
I'm sure there's-
claims it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, there's a steakhouse over there called St. Elmo's Steakhouse. Man, it's just incredible, Shane. Just incredible.
Really.
Yeah.
Made it
St.
to order.
Elmo's.
Huh?
St. Elmo. So does the owner wear a little red furry costume?
No. No. And he won't let me tickle him.
Oh, my.
Hi, Margaret.
Margaret Egner, hello. You said already. Yeah, there's a boatload of people in here, so hey, I'm happy. Don Sheehan.
Good to see y'all. Good to see you.
Yeah. It started out good, and I don't know. It's just been a great night, and like I said, I love the people coming in and want to hang out and see a bunch of silly fuckers up here. Excuse my French. To visit and.
That sounded like English, Shane.
I know it. It did. It sounded a lot like it, didn't it?
Sure
Oh.
did.
Michelle's been to St. Elmo's. Yeah, that place is incredible. It's good stuff. They have one up there in Fort Wayne, or do you go down to Indy? Hey, John.
John Holiday. I ain't seen his name in a while.
Anyway, this place, Shane, this Nashville, Indiana, we went there last summer. It's back in the 50s and 60s, it was Little Nashville. All the country stars would come up there and perform certain time of the year.
Okay.
Fuck.
And then it became an artist colony for a long time. After the music died off. And now you can go there, and I kid you not, this entire town, buddy, is nothing but shops. Even the alleys are lined with little shops. It's you can get everything: jewelry makers, potterers, woodcrafters, painters, glass blowers. It's just incredible. And every house in the town area, the front of the homes are shops, and all the way down the alleys, the courtyards, everything. It's really
Don
something.
Sheehan, have a good evening. Be safe out on your duty.
Oh, definitely be safe.
Yep.
But it is an incredible place if you ever get an opportunity to go there, Shane. It's really something to see.
Well, like I said, I'm not against it. I can put it on a bucket list.
Yeah.
I got a hell of a bucket list.
If you like to watch the artist on how, especially the glass blowers, I find that fascinating.
I grew up with a glass blower when I was started in the sign business back when I was a kid. And I'm going to tell you what, I got to watch him do it live right there in front of me. And that was just the neatest stuff to watch. And then the way they wired it up. And then one of the McDonald's we worked on, it was so old, it still had neon lights inside it. And I had a crescent wrench in my back pocket, and I squatted down to work on one of the wires on it. And
Yeah.
that crescent wrench crossed those two, it's like a battery, and it crossed those two, the positive and negative on the transformer. I found myself 20 foot on the ground on my back.
Wow.
It blew me plumb out of the sign.
Margaret, I don't think I need prayers yet, honey, but when you guys get up in the morning, say a few for me, because I got a feeling I'm going to be saying, oh God, a lot when I hit that pot. Oh God. Oh God. It's not going to be pretty, Shane.
Oh, I bet not. You ate so much, it's a wonder you're not sitting here passing out.
So how you doing tonight, brother? Good, I hope.
I
I hope.
Oh, like I said, it was a long, rough day, but hell, we're here and we're having a good time, so that's all that matters.
Awesome. Busy work day, bub?
It wasn't necessarily work, just a little bit of everything going on,
Yeah.
just life.
Just busy.
Yeah, just busy as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, we get those once in a while, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Fought a few health issues today, and, just in between all that crap today, it made for a long damn day, but went quick.
Yeah.
So.
That's always nice though, when the hours tick away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
don't
got
forget.
feeling good enough and got everything out of the way to where I could get this show because, like I said, the show must go on.
Absolutely, buddy. And I apologize for being late, but I'm lucky I can make it at all on a Saturday,
Oh, absolutely. Considering you told me last week that would be your last Saturday,
Yeah.
or 2 weeks ago, excuse me.
Well, like I told you last night, buddy, if there's a way I could be here, I'll be here. So.
Oh, yeah. How's your hands today? They working, huh?
Pretty good, yeah. I've had a really good day today. Thank you, Lord.
Good.
Hands and legs. And I did, in case we get around to it later, I did break out the heavy artillery. So
That's why I asked how your hands are today.
I got the good one out. So just in case.
Which one did you break out?
The Washburn.
Washburn, huh?
Yeah, it's here. I'll show you real quick. It's a heavy booger, but
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
yeah. And see how thin the neck is?
Oh yeah,
It's got the shorter fret, so I don't have to stretch as far.
right.
And it plays
Like I
really.
said, go ahead.
It plays really, really super nice. But I dug that out and tuned it up for you tonight, and just we may hit some later.
Yeah. Well, we'll be here. I may have to have you do it here in just a little bit while I run and use the restroom real quick and eat part of my cheeseburger. I'm still snacking on dinner.
Are you?
Oh yeah, because my blood sugar dropped off today, and
Oh, we can't have that, Bubba.
I know. So I've been in and out all day. Hell, I've ate 2 chicken salad sandwiches, a hot dog, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a couple cookies. I've just been trying to fill myself so I have something in there, and it still just isn't keeping up. So I'm like, okay, I got to have some protein. I want to get a cheeseburger, and I did. And so that's what I'm working on now.
Okay.
They like your avatar, D-Dog.
Cool.
Man, I think I scared off some of your folks, Shane. I come in here
Oh,
and
no.
you dropped almost 40 watchers. That's not
You
a good
just-
sign.
Yeah, but you gave me 40 last night, so it's a plus. I mean, it's a wash.
Oh. Oh, shit.
I know damn good
everybody's-
well it's not because people like to hear me just sit up here by myself and babble.
I used to like it.
I begged somebody for an hour to come up and help me, or it was about 40 minutes, and finally D-Dog showed up because he felt sorry for me, or just, well, shit, I ain't got nothing better to do, and I'm bored.
D-Dog to the rescue.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't even think those clowns know I left the Zoom call yet.
You're kidding.
They're talking about the Nasara crap. They're talking about all the banks are collapsing and all this other stuff. It's like, I don't have time for your shit.
Why? Because one bank closed, they're all collapsing now?
Whenever they go into this rabbit hole and conspiracy theory crap, I just peace out, bitches. I'm out later.
Oh. Hello, Camperman.
Hello. Yeah, that closing of that Silicon Valley, and there was one or two more, but there was, and there was little.
Yeah.
They were just, immaterial, basically. I say immaterial. They was, I'm sure, material for some people that used them.
Well, some of the Wells Fargo banks were actually closing their door just because everyone's going in there screaming that they want their money.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. I cannot subscribe into that Nasara crap. I'm sorry.
Well, there is a hint of truth to it, but yeah, it's one of those deals that everybody thinks that they're going to get a big bunch of money. The world would collapse.
Yeah.
Sorry, no one's going to produce anything because everybody's rich. No one's going to work because everybody's rich. That's the biggest bunch of load of horse shit I've ever heard in my life. And I'm sorry I talk like that, but that is what it is.
Like the three of us were talking that one night, even if it did go into effect, they would jack the prices so high you'd be broke in a month anyway.
Yeah, or quicker. A $10,000 loaf of bread will be a bitch to keep on your shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that's right. I know that's right. And yeah, so it's all a load of horse crap. If they did do, let's say hypothetically they did something like that. Now they're going to start, let's say something like that happened. They'd send you out X amount of dollars per month. But here's the problem. Now they got their thumb on you. And it's probably going to be in a digital money anyway. And if you didn't do what they asked, they're going to cut your ass off in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to ask you to do stuff. They're going to tell you to do stuff.
Correct.
Right.
And since I'm a pure blood, I'll never see it.
Oh, I won't either.
Oh, yeah, and I'm hetero.
Right.
And I'm white.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah,
and I have a bad attitude. And I hate the government.
Now tell us what's really wrong with you.
And I'm an American. I'm not a U.S. citizen.
That's it.
I can't picture you having a bad attitude, D-Dog.
Fuck them.
Not until Valentine's Day.
And that's still a
happiest day
2-drink
of his
minimum.
year. That's his happiest day of the year, is Valentine's Day.
I know
Yeah, I
it.
love Divorce Day. It's my favorite day of the year.
Dan says he invests all his money in beer, toilet paper, and batteries for the remote.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's
Yeah, but
not-
that remote ain't gonna turn nothing on when all our power grid goes down.
yeah, no kidding. Al's not broke, but he's badly bent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
So what is Al saying that he was a little inchworm up here yesterday?
God, I hope not.
Oh my, Al, are you hiding something, buddy?
Well, he hasn't been a lame, must be Gene then.
That's his alt account.
Something.
Yeah. I'd like to hope that he was packing a little better than what that little fellow was. That was some night last night, wasn't it, Shane? Gee, man.
Oh, my God. John H., hello. Sorry I missed you, bud. Welcome in.
Hey, T-Muck and Feedbag, hello again.
Yep. That's what the beer's for, is when the remote don't work no more.
Right, right.
I got a 3-year-old. Go grab me a beer. Because usually I get up to go get a beer or go throw my can away. This little 3-year-old runs to the fridge. First thing she does, yanks open the door, brings it over, puts it in my koozie and says, Hefe, sit. Hefe, sit.
Oh, the cat. The cat, do not get him riled up already.
Oh, my God. I think he come up here because I riled him up a little bit when I mentioned
Oh, Dan. My wife told me to put ketchup on the grocery list. Now I can't read it. I'm trying that. Oh, my Lord.
yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to try that one day.
Yeah, because there's days I just really don't want to go.
No, I know that's right. Or
I
you
get it.
everything
Ketchup on the
wrong.
grocery list.
Yeah, I couldn't read it.
Well, I just picked up another bottle of ketchup. Are we good?
Yeah, we need another bottle of ketchup so I can make another list for you.
Chrissy, what, honey? Uh-oh.
Swallow.
No. Oh.
So, Mr. B, what's nicer? Roses on a piano or tulips on an organ?
I'm gonna go use the resume on that one.
I need a drink.
2-drink minimum.
Welcome to the men's club.
Well, D-Dog, it depends on who's on the other end of the organ, I guess.
And which organ?
Exactly.
Yep. Swallow lives matter.
Oh, Bruce, no visual aids. We had those last night. Oh, my God. I was traumatized last night, D-Dog.
Good.
Oh, my Lord. Clam chowder beats out spam chatter. Yeah, Gypsy, I'm not. Yeah. I'm going to tread carefully this evening, I think. I let my mouth overload me last night. No, I haven't heard that. Melinda Ritchie. Nah, there ain't no way that Wienerhead stepped down, did he? He should, though, as much as he's destroyed California. Well, California's been destroyed a long time, but he didn't help matters any.
Who supposedly stepped down?
The governor of California, Newsom.
Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
Yeah, gruesome.
Yeah.
Didn't hear anything about that.
No.
Let me
Another
see.
BS, I'm sure.
I kind of find that hard to believe.
Yeah. I do too. Yep.
You just beat the crap out of those keys, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they deserve it.
He's right next to Mike Poff. Mike Poff, he was typing one day and we was backstage and he was looking up something. I asked him if he typed it. I said, what are you doing? He says, typing. And I said, well, what, a ball-peen hammer? Because, I mean, he beats the hell out of them things. And that's what brought it up. I was telling Mr. B about it last night. I said, my God, you're pretty quick on that thing, but what are you typing with?
Well, this is all there is, guys. This comes from the California Press. Angie Newsom has announced that she will step down from her role as executive director by late summer, early fall. Blah, 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 blah. That's the only one stepping down from California Public Press that I can find. That's the only... Oh, well, there's another Newsom. Here, let's see what this one is.
He beats the keys like they owe him money.
High school football. Newsom steps down at A.L. Brown.
He must have been on the board of directors over there.
Whoever A.L. Brown University. I'm assuming that's Brown University, right?
Yep.
Yep. He stepped down as head football coach, whoever he is. But nothing about Gavin. So there you go. Take it for what it's worth. That's what's in the reports anyway. So there's two Newsoms that stepped down, Shane.
Yep.
But not the one in California.
That's really cool, but I didn't listen to a single thing you said.
Huh?
I didn't listen to a single thing you said. I felt married.
I heard you.
Read that. Read that.
I will not be using that one in this household.
Either that one or a menstrual cycle. I can't figure out which one's faster.
I do not want to be on life support.
It comes back into that skillet thing, doesn't it?
Oh, Carol, he didn't go to Mexico, did he? I thought he went to Baja, California.
No, he
Well,
went to
that is
Mexico.
Mexico.
Oh, Baja? I thought it was Southern California.
No. A little bit of the town of Baja does crawl over into California, but it's separated still.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, Baja, California is in Mexico.
Okay. See, I learned something new. That's that high school education kicking in again.
Yep. Uneducated.
Yeah, that was me. But sixth grade was a tough 3 years, man.
Yep.
But I got all my learning done finally.
Gavin is in Mexico. Well, good for him.
Yeah, that's a good place for him.
Heard something about the cartels today where there was I can't even remember what the hell I heard, but it was kind of interesting for a second. And I read into the article, it was like, oh, it's also bullshit.
Yeah.
Like everything else.
Yeah, the only thing I heard on the radio when I was driving was the Mexican president saying he will not allow the U.S. to come in and do anything to cartels. because you know he works for the cartels. So
Yeah, maybe that's what I heard. And John H said something about that. Can cartels do us a solid? No.
well, I don't see where we need his permission with what's going on. I mean, they can go in and take a terrorist organization out from clear across the world. Surely they can
Yeah.
do something here.
Yeah, why can't they just go across the border?
They don't even have to go across. They can send a drone over there and just annihilate them.
They probably don't even have to cross the border. They could do it right here on U.S. soil because that's where half of them are anyway.
Yeah, right. I don't think they really want to though, Shane.
Oh, I know they won't do it on U.S. soil.
I don't think they want to eliminate them at all.
Well, the upper echelon don't.
No.
Where do you think their money comes from?
Thank you. Yeah.
Where do you think
Well,
the money from Saudi comes from and all that? It's all crooked money. Sorry, go ahead, Dito.
if you live in a state that has a national park, the cartel is already here.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
How long has the CIA been backing the cartels with the gun running and using the drug money for various things? I mean, it's been like since the 60s, hasn't it? Or the 50s?
Ever since Executive Order 10.
And that was when, D-Dog?
I don't know, but that's when CIA was formed.
Okay.
Mhm.
That executive order, so it never went through Congress or nothing, so they don't really exist.
And we know they were using the money from the drugs and the gun running and all that. We know all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of a YouTube site called Memory Hole?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they, I don't know, the last month they've been putting a ton of the CIA garbage on it.
Okay.
One of the best ones is the one about in the 70s, the CIA and the KGB worked together to overthrow the government of Afghanistan.
I don't doubt it.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, they say
I was trying to think. I was trying to remember who started the CIA, and because I know JFK wanted to get rid of it, and that's what caused his little episode that he had that was fatal.
Yeah, they unalived him for that.
1963. That's correct.
yeah.
In Dallas,
Hey.
Texas.
Put something on top of that. You're blinding me.
I'm sorry, I forgot my hat tonight, guys.
I have to put my. I wear my sunglasses at night, so when Butch shows up, I can hide the light.
Did you read that, D-Dog?
What, that Gavin Newsom tested positive for stupid?
No.
I don't even think he could pass that test.
Oh, hell. I'm sorry, that slipped. I won't let it happen again. Oh my God. Abraham Lincoln started the CIA after becoming a vampire. Somebody watches too many movies.
Yeah, no, it started. I think it was It wasn't Eisenhower.
Harry S. Truman. According to Wikipedia, the United States Central Intelligence Agency dates from September
Truman.
18, 1947, when President Harry S. Truman signed the National Security Act of 1947 into law.
There you go.
There it is. Hurry ass Truman.
Yeah.
Harry ass Truman.
I'm glad you got that.
I think he should at least braid it.
Yeah, he did.
Put some toys on it and call it corn rolls.
Yeah, most of us older folk call it dingleberries, but okay, yeah, whatever.
Yep. Dingleberries, city chicken, whatever.
Oh my God. Do I need to put a hat on? Are you guys getting blinded? Seriously?
No.
Just me.
Well,
He just gives everybody shit that's bald headed because he still looks like. I mean, He looks like the swamp thing with moss all over his head. He's got a bunch of damn hair.
There you go, baby, just for you.
I'm sure everyone appreciates it.
Yeah, you can take your sunglasses off now, folks.
What's that hat say? All right. What's the wording on that hat?
Myrtle Beach.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, just a souvenir.
Hey, Mr. B, why don't you try an ass hat?
Oh, it wanted to go again. Bad finger.
You're not turning left.
He's gonna get that old double barrel, isn't he?
Oh,
I was in town today, and one of my cop buddies flipped me off. I go, "You're not turning left," and he thought that was funny as hell.
Oh man, my YouTube's lagging again, Shane.
Mine's off and on. Hell, I ain't even been paying attention to the damn thing.
Yeah, maybe that.
I just been watching my stream here lately.
Yeah, I refreshed it. We'll see what happens.
Now you'll lose your chat for about 3 minutes. That's what happens to me every time I refresh mine.
Well, I've had trouble with YouTube all week. I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah, they're being buttheads. All right, Chrissy Cat.
All right, Chrissy.
No, Carol Z, I really don't want to be Abraham Lincoln, because if you actually look at history and everything else, he was a bisexual.
Really?
Wasn't he? Yeah, went into the younger gentleman.
Yep.
That's what
And
I
then
thought.
the president before him was, straight out flamer.
Yep.
Wow.
Never was married. Lived with a man in the White House.
Yep.
So Obama's not the first faggot in the White House.
No.
Al,
Won't
you
be
better
the last.
don't be stalking Chrissy. She'll get a restraining order on you. I like watching him and Chrissy go back and forth, man. They get the banner and it's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
So what's on the agenda tonight, big dog? Anything good?
Who knows?
Just wing it, wing it.
Yeah, we're just winging it, just like on Friday and Saturday. That's all we can do, just wing it and see what happens.
Yeah. Captured any more vehicles lately, D-Dog?
No, they don't even come on my property anymore.
It's too pricey for them.
Well, okay, check this out. I got
Vehicle
something
four.
from UPS yesterday, and during the day, the gate from the main driveway is open. They stopped before the gate, walked the package up to the house, and then went back to their truck and backed out.
No way.
Plenty of room in there to turn around.
Put the brakes on that real quick, didn't you?
Yeah, but he actually had business at my house.
Oh, wow.
It was something that you actually wanted in there. Or Mama did. Somebody did.
Well, it was a package of seeds from another company. They want me to try out the seeds that they have and everything else.
Well, they probably have a warning flashing on their little system in their van. Do not park on his property.
Yeah.
Not even for deliveries. I can see it.
It's not parked. It's still in gear. I just got the emergency brake set. It is
Right.
not parked.
Oh, the 5 astronauts are back home. Okay.
Which ones?
The
I didn't
ones
know
that-
anybody went anywhere.
I'm assuming the ones that just went up a week or so ago.
All the ones that went flying around for a week?
Yeah, I don't know. Was that SpaceX or something like that?
Something like that. Something silly.
I'm not for sure. I'd seen something about it, but I didn't read it. They're always sending something up there.
They're sending something somewhere, but no one knows for sure where it is.
Do astronauts get asteroids?
Good question. Good question.
Yeah, never been. I don't know how to answer that.
The ones that clinch up get hail damage.
Okay, Carol Z. migardner.com. Everything he has is heirloom seed.
Nice.
And Southern Exposure. Most of their stuff is heirloom too, and they send me a big catalog for them.
Wow.
Nice.
And MI Gardner, whatever pack of seed you buy is $2 a pack, and if you get 6 packs or more, shipping is free.
Nice. That's worth it.
What was the other one you held up? Corn?
Yeah, Hickory King.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, those corn stalks get to be about 13 foot tall. And the ears are almost, between 18, 20 inches long.
Is that,
But they're really narrow because they only have 8 rounds of kernels going around them.
is that sweet corn or field corn?
That's a dent corn, so that's a good field corn. But it has the thinnest cuticle, and for making hominy, that's one of the best ones. It gives you the biggest, puff.
Yeah. You ever grind that up, make your own tortillas and shit?
No, I usually use a flint corn for that.
Flint? Okay. I've never tried to make my own. I bet they're good, though.
Yeah, but either way, whatever I end up using, I always remove the cuticle so that the vitamin B and the niacin are all available, because with the cuticle on it, you can't get any of that shit in your body.
Oh. Interesting.
You'd think with you chewing it up, you get it, but apparently not.
Nope.
Carol's asking what was the first company? My Gardener?
Yeah, My Gardener.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keno dropped the link.
Yeah. And then the other one was Southern Exposure. Is that right?
Southern Exposure is correct.
And Southern Exposure is the one with the catalog. Yeah. There you go, Carol. I might check into that, Shane.
I want to tell you, if you're going to have to grow something, go heirloom.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do not like this GMO crap, and I grow once, but the seeds are already genetically designed not to reseed.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you don't even know if you're going to get a good yield out of it, even if it does.
Well, I would be willing to pay an extra price for heirloom seeds. I mean,
it's the only way to go, man. It's the only way and here's the thing. Most of the seeds on the heirloom that I've ever planted, you'll get 90% of the growth out of them. Not 30% like you do on these cheap ass seeds.
yeah. Do they offer a pretty good variety, D-Dog, as far as vegetables and stuff?
Anything you want.
Yeah.
Well, like this one, I think they have 20 different types of corn.
Wow. That's crazy.
And I think there's 4 pages of just beans.
How many pages of tomatoes?
I don't know. I got enough heirloom tomatoes. I don't even look at that anymore.
Well,
Do you reseed your old seeds out of your growth?
Yep.
Good.
I'm going to have to check into that because I like good cucumbers, good zucchini, squash,
You will
radishes.
Not be disappointed.
Oh, I can eat a ton of radishes, brother.
Oh yeah, that makes both of us. And you can always make them hotter if you like to. Some people like a hot radish.
I do, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Don't water it as much.
Yeah, that's why I like those the white radishes. They got a little bit of bite to them.
Yep. All you gotta do is make them red ones. Just make them stress a little bit.
Okay.
And what I mean by stress is not as much water.
Okay.
Takes a little longer for them to grow, but I'm going to tell you what, it works.
Yeah.
Hey, Kim.
Yep. Azure
Azure.
Market. That's where I get all my blue corn from.
There you go.
And that's out of Oregon, where Southern Exposure's out of Virginia, and MI Gardeners in Michigan.
And nothing is enhanced. It's all organic. That's nice.
Organic heirloom. That's it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, anytime they say heirloom, it has not been touched. Has not been manipulated, I should say, by man.
Right. Well, like even Burpee, that's all pretty much heirloom. Because to get a GMO seed, you actually have to have a contract with a seed provider.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing it commercially, you're not getting a contract with the seed.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Nice. Oh, Janet Coleman. Hello, hon.
Hey, Janet.
I don't think I've ever had a brandy wine pink tomato. I don't think I have.
I don't know that I have.
Well, I really like them big old beefsteak tomatoes, man. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Most of them are heirloom.
Stop. Just stop it.
They're just loaded with juice too, man. They're
Oh,
so
hell yeah.
good.
And they got the best flavor.
Yeah.
They got actual flavor that ain't just loaded with water. Most of your big tomatoes you grow now that just you buy off the shelf or you go grow because you bought the seeds out of a grocery store, they'll get big and huge because they tell you to water the piss out of them. They're full of nothing but water. There is no flavor. None. And you cut them and it's like a whole damn plate's full of water and nothing there.
Yeah. I've had that happen before.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and John H., yeah, a lot of their stuff is hybrid, but a hybrid seed is two heirlooms that they cross-pollinate.
Yes.
That's right. Carol, you're in Vermont, right? If I remember
Carol
correctly.
Z is in California.
Oh, California. I know we had somebody up in Vermont we were talking to last night about.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Yeah, I can't recall.
I couldn't remember where she was from, and she said Vermont. Because you remember you said you wanted to go up there if it was in Maine.
Yeah,
I've been to Maine.
I still want to go see it.
No. Like I said, I can't remember who it was right offhand.
Well, everything I've been told is just really wooden and really beautiful up there, so I don't know. Which I like.
Yeah.
I like the upper UP, up D-Dog's way, man. That's some beautiful country up in there. Do you have a snowmobile, D-Dog?
No.
No. Well, the reason I'm asking because I've seen a show at one time or another in my life. I don't know when, but there's they have a lot of winter trails for snowmobiles up in the UP, right? And
Well, the north of the rifle line, because we have a rifle shotgun line for hunting.
yeah,
There's a lot of state land from there all the way up into the UP, and there's a ton of trails on all of the state land.
well, I seen some program. There's a McDonald's on one of them trails that's only open like so many months out of the year, and the only way to get to it is by snowmobile. Have you ever heard of that?
I don't snowmobile, so nope.
Yeah, it was just a
Jeff
FYI
Riddle.
thing.
Jeff Riddle probably would know. He
Yeah.
snowmobiles and he's up in that northern part.
Well, I seen him do something on it on television. Couldn't even tell you when. I thought it was kind of cool. You know.
Yeah, well, let's see. When I started, well, back when I had a driver's license, when I was driving, I think since like the mid 80s, we haven't had a decent snowfall in Michigan, but maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times.
Yeah.
So I could never see wasting the money on a snowmobile.
Yeah.
I still got my old Yamaha Trimoto, and I run the piss out of that
Yeah.
3-wheeler. You know, they're supposed to kill you and stuff, but I'm still fine.
They only kill it. They only kill idiots. Sorry.
You should see me on it.
It should have killed you a long time ago, huh?
Oh yeah.
We
And
didn't.
the kids have some quads and some side by sides they use on the property.
We didn't even get a winter here, so to speak, this year. We never got one snow that was enough to shovel. Not one. Just really
We
mild.
got 2 snowfalls that were worth shoveling. One was 4 inches, and the other one was about 8, and nothing stuck.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if it's 8 inches and the ground's still warm, stay in a day. It'll be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well, I've got a buddy that lives. He must be up in northern Michigan. I don't know. Guitar player I used to play with years ago, but they've been getting hammered with snow this year. Are they getting a lot up in the northern section?
I don't know. I've talked to a couple of people, but they haven't really said much about the snow.
Oh, yeah. He posts it on Facebook and shit all the time, every time it snows, and it seems like they just really got the shit hammered out of him this year, wherever it is he is. I just know it's northern Michigan, but I couldn't tell you where.
John H., would you like to come up on panel for a bit? If so, I can have Keno drop the link for you, bud.
Yeah, it's the global warming.
Yeah.
Yeah, John, just please be dressed, buddy.
Yeah. No swingers tonight.
No swingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Come up and shoot the breeze.
He's still on his cert call.
Oh.
For 24 hours? Yeah, I'd leave him on hold and just come up for a while. Hell, you ain't going to miss much, apparently.
Right. 24 hours, gee, man.
Oh, yeah. He told me once what cert meant, and I can't remember what the hell it is.
I'm not exactly sure, Shane.
Yeah, I can't remember what the hell it was. He told me a while back.
Is it like some kind of response team or something like that?
That's all that computer crap they do. He does. Something to do with all that.
So some kind of technician or something?
Yeah. And I'm sure it's more of federal regulations.
Okay. Cyber Incident Response Team.
Critical Incident Response Team is what John just put.
Okay. Yeah, it's up here. It says cyber or computer incident response.
Yeah. Either way, it's the same damn thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So someone big's getting hacked.
Yeah.
And all cussing, discussing. How to get it fixed. It's probably the American people, either way.
So evidently, John, you have to be on. Are you on call? Is that what it is?
He's probably got his earbuds in and just typing in the text, listening to us with one ear.
Yeah.
We are migrating a. Oh, okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
He's always on call.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that's a pretty demanding profession. I mean, there's no need for it everywhere now.
Wow. Yeah, 24/7. Yeah, that sucks.
I wouldn't care for that too much.
No, but I'm sure he's making a bucket of money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because I tell you what, I would not spend that much time away from family and shit without somebody. I go to the mailbox and have to pick up 5-gallon buckets of money. I mean, because I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be on call 24/7 and not be able. How can you even plan a life that way?
Can't. Just last
Holy
week, overtime
crap.
pay was $5,000.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
That's more than most people making a month.
Yeah. Checks weigh 5 pounds. Can you say ching ching? Damn.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, as long
Yeah.
as you're making the money, he can live where the hell he wants. He's doing what, well, he can't do much. I mean, as long as his computer and his headphones and his phones with him, I guess he can go anywhere he wants.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can travel the world as long as he can get reception. And I'm pretty sure he could afford one of those little $17,000 Wi-Fi's and pick up anywhere and any time. So yeah, then it's like, yeah, you could be spelunking and still get reception.
Nice. Paying the house off tomorrow. That's always a great thing.
Nice. Moved in, bought a house, was painted off a year later. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No clan here. You made a wrong turn somewhere.
And firearms are allowed in here.
Yeah, the firearms are here. That's for sure.
And then it's savings for retirement.
Yeah.
Just make sure it ain't paper retirement. Because then all you're going to have is a lifelong supply of toilet paper.
Yeah, eventually it's not going to be there.
Well,
So they say. We'll see.
I firmly believe paper money will go away.
Yeah.
Now,
No,
in some form or another.
it ain't worth what it's written on. I mean, it's.
No, and look at what it says on it. I mean, it's a depository note is all it is. And it's good for any and all debts, civil or, what's it say on the damn? I have to break one out. I might have $1 in my drawer here. Pretty sure I do. Yeah, it's just all it is a loan. There he is. Mr. John H. Hello, buddy.
How's it going?
Don't know. You haven't told me yet.
Hey, John.
We're doing a I'm pretty much on call 24/7, but right now we're migrating a data center and it's all hands. So
Yeah.
basically, I sleep and then everything's done through Microsoft Teams. So I just mute my mic, and when I sleep, and they just call my cell phone to wake me up, and I jump back online. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That would suck.
And it's actually not too bad. You kind of, the project managers, it depends on who the project manager is, because you get the worst is whenever you get a project manager that's a contractor and they just, they screw up a couple of times and the company kind of, they know they're not getting their contract renewed. So, and that's kind of what we're in right now. So this guy just says, okay, on this weekend, we're migrating data. Well, they started migrating data Friday at 5. And anyway, we're about 20% through the data migration.
Oh, you got a ways to go yet.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. But anyway,
How long of a process is that?
well, that's so the whole problem is we have these big data arrays. That our big ones are 128 petabyte arrays. This one is I think this one's a 16 petabyte that they're migrating now. So what they do is they migrate them over to another array somewhere, wherever they're moving it to. And then they put it in sync mode. And so what they'll do is they'll They'll put it in migration mode, and it will start copying data when it's at rest. When it has processing overhead, and it'll migrate data over to the new array. And then once it's completed with the migration, it goes into the sync mode. So when somebody saves to the old array, it'll duplicate that change on the new array. And then when it comes time to shut down the old data center, and what that does is that gets all of our data co-located, and then we'll stand up either parallel servers or what I prefer to do on my systems is I say, now what we're going to do is we're going to put up bright new shiny servers, and I don't like on the hoof upgrades. So what we do is we stand up new. They're all virtual servers, but we stand up new servers, install new software, the latest and greatest software, do all the lift up to the new versions and all that. And then we can do all the testing on those servers. And then when it's time for them to cut over, we just flip the switch, and we basically run parallel systems. Then we just turn off the old servers.
Yeah.
And, but other people don't do that. They do what's called a forklift. They turn off the lights on one server, make a copy of that server up to the new array, and then bring it up. And so anyway, my stuff always works. Their stuff never works because, well, and it's ugly because if we pull the plug on this at noon on Sunday, well, guess what? They're going to be up another 18 hours moving all their stuff back to the old array, trying to get it to work there, trying to undo all of the changes that they made, trying to get it to work in the new. Mine's not that way. I stand up new servers, and I know they're working. I can do all of my work out of band. Nobody's down. And whenever they tell me it's time to flip the switch, I just go turn my old servers off.
Yeah.
And
two things, private and public. Yes. Thank you, William and Tyre. I remember it said something like that. And yes, I was going to say something to you, John H., about that. Yeah, that's kind of like Joe Biden. He's wanting to turn off all gas, oil, and coal, and turn on the Green New Deal. It ain't even going to be ready till 2035.
yeah,
What are we going to do till then?
Well, we're not going to have a sustainable power grid to do it.
It can't happen. It's impossible.
I will.
You
I,
will, baby.
No, I think here in the coming year, I'm going to move over to. I'm putting in ground-based solar panels and getting ready to. I've been thinking so solar. The expensive part is the batteries, right? They're basically disposable. You go spend $10,000-$20,000 on batteries, and they're good for 10. Let's say they're good for 10 years. They're probably not. The new ones may be, but they tell you how great lithium ion is. But I'll tell you what, I've never had a laptop's lithium ion battery last more than 2 years. So
Yeah.
No.
Well, they don't actually have a sustainable battery system right now that can collect enough energy to power a whole city from solar right now, do they?
Mm-mm.
no. And well, the other problem is with lithium ion. There's videos on YouTube about this, but you punch a hole in a lithium ion battery, you get a rocket engine. That's what you get.
Right.
When oxygen hits the electrolyte, it ignites quick,
Which
fast.
is why
in a
all
hurry.
these, which is probably why all these Teslas are burning up in the garage, right?
I mean, yeah, it's the scary part about a moving battery, a lithium ion battery like that, is if you're in a collision that ruptures the containment on that battery, everybody's going to die in that wreck.
Yep.
It's not a good thing.
There's no way of putting the damn thing out. Done.
Well, I've seen that video.
It happens so incredibly fast. I mean, the electrolyte burns up in probably 5 seconds.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that video where that electric car caught fire on the interstate. Fire department had no idea how to put it out, so they just had to stand there and let it burn.
Yeah. But anyway, what I'm doing with my solar, I think is I'm going to put up just a direct array to supplement my grid power. And then like in the daytime, I'll basically be using the solar. I may have to put in a small battery array just to carry over, short outages. But I'm looking at this scalable. It's a pretty neat system. You basically feed you run your power feed into the inverter, and then you hook your solar panels into the inverter. And these inverters can be hooked together so that they run in sequence. So one of the problems with solar is you got to get a big inverter. And if you need two inverters, they have to be synchronized, because you can't slam 60 hertz power onto the same wire if it's not in phase.
Right.
You'll get a brilliant pyrotechnic display for a very short period of time, not long enough to be enjoyable. But these inverters they're pretty neat. They're not too bad, but they're scalable. You can hook up to 9 of them. Synchronize up to 9 of them, and each one of them's I think it's a 9 kilowatt inverter. So you can build a solar array, hook an inverter to it. When you max that inverter out, you can stand another inverter, put another solar array, and synchronize the two.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever you're not producing enough power, if you're not meeting demand, it'll sip off of the grid to make up the difference.
Yeah, you always got to be hooked to the power source of some sort.
These will actually run standalone, but if you're not producing enough power, then your lights go out, your TV, your computers reboot, things like that. So
Right.
This gets around that. But my goal is to cut my energy consumption during the day to 0.
Basically cut it down so minimal that it doesn't exist. I get
Yeah,
that.
but here's the issue you run into, and this is what's bullshit, is in city limits, you have that's like drilling a water well in city limits. They're not going to let you do that, because then you're not relying on their water, so they don't get paid. Same way with electric.
Yeah.
You have to always keep your electric hooked up, just so whether you're using anything or not, you're still going to pay the minimum. So they don't throw a damn pick, because if you're in city limits, you're screwed.
Yeah, I'm in city limits, but so my thing is, I guarantee you if I don't pay my electric bill, they'll disconnect it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But so my plan is to get as much of this over to solar without batteries, and then use the grid for nighttime consumption, right? Yeah. And then move all of your energy consumption that you can to the daytime. Like I have a well, so I'm going to pump everything into a reserve. I'm going to keep a reserve tank full on the surface, and that's going to be timed where it maxes that reserve tank out at, 4:00 in the afternoon, so that I'm running off solar for that.
Well, John, what's going to happen when the power company notices you're not using the same consistent electricity and you've brought it down to almost 0? What's going to stop them from cutting you off anyway?
They can't. It's illegal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Public. So that's the thing that a lot of people don't know, is like the power company can't. There's certain ways they can reasons they can cut your power off, but they can't pick and choose, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I lived in Missouri, our mayor, the state of Missouri put out no restrictions during the lockdowns.
Okay.
And so the county I lived in, they said, we're going to do what the state says. The town I lived in says, we're going to go our own way. And the state goes, you can't do that. You don't have a health department.
Correct.
You can't make health decisions if you don't have a health department. So the mayor hires a friend of hers, moves her into an office in City Hall, and calls her the health department.
Huh.
And then they institute, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. You can't even go outside on your own property.
Yeah, bullshit.
Okay. And then so all the businesses said, you know what? We're not doing this. So the city said, then we're cutting your utilities off.
that's illegal too.
Well, that's what the city found out. You cannot turn their utilities off. They did on a few, and they just brought in a generator, and then the city goes, well, you can't run a generator, and they go, yeah, but you can't shut our utilities off either. And anyway, they got sued, and anyway, the mayor learned real quick that that's one thing I liked about Missouri. Normally, the state steps in and goes, you are going to do this. Like, for instance, businesses that don't want concealed carry in there, they can't just put a sign on their door.
Nope.
It has to be the state approved sign.
No, it doesn't. Even that doesn't work.
Well, I mean, so what would happen is, like, Walmart put a Walmart sign up that says you're not allowed. And people, so in Missouri state law, they said, the way the state of Missouri said you can prevent people from carrying on your property, but you have to use the state, the official state sign. So some of these businesses go, well, it's a hideous sign. We don't want to put it up. They were making all these excuses, and the state goes, we don't care. But the funny thing is about in Missouri, they got constitutional carry. But the funny thing is, Missouri, it was never illegal in Missouri to carry. There was never a law, there was never a state law that said you couldn't carry a concealed firearm.
It's the same way with Oklahoma. It's been the same damn way.
So they made all this hubbub.
Concealed carry. You don't have to have any of that. And if it's open to the public, I'm pretty sure they have to let all public in, or it has to be a private club. So in other words, if you're carrying, they cannot deny you.
Yeah, I mean,
I know it's a gray area. It's a gray area.
Yeah, but see, so the funny thing is in Missouri is whenever they passed constitutional carry, everybody, all of the left wing went nuts.
Yeah.
Well, the truth is nothing changed because there was never a law that prevented you from carrying. It was brought to the forefront, and they were like, there's got to be millions of people in the streets bleeding to death. It's just, it was never illegal. It's like wearing clothes in Missouri. Wearing clothes is optional in Missouri.
Yep.
No lie.
Yep.
The only thing they can do if you're walking around naked is they can give you a fine through city ordinance. That's it. There's no jail time. It's not illegal, as long as you're not touching yourself or touching others. And so, anyway, they're just these weird things. These things come to the forefront, and they go, well, we're going to overturn this law, and it's like. There never was a law. That's the whole point. There is not a law in Missouri that says you have to be clothed. There's no law to overturn.
I don't know about that.
Oklahoma's the same damn way.
I don't know about that law, man. There's just some things you can't unsee.
It's probably best they don't. I mean, if you're proud of your body, I guess go do it out in public. I guess, but
well, So on the solar energy thing, I'm thinking what I want to do is I'm going to do it in steps. But I think that if I the whole problem with solar is if you put up the money to run completely off solar, it's not a money saving proposition. By the time you pay for all the panels, pay for the batteries, pay for the inverters, and all that stuff, you've already spent more money than you'll ever spend on electricity the rest of your life.
Wow.
Well, they say it takes 16 years to pay the shit off. And then by the time you get it paid off, by the time you get what you need, the shit's already went bad and you're replacing it again.
Yeah. Well, so solar panels themselves, they'll degrade over time, but they'll only degrade down to about 75% of their original, they may go lower than that, but it'll take 20 or 30 years. Typically, they'll lose about 10% their first 5 years, and then after that, they'll degrade a little more. But eventually, so what'll happen is they'll be less productive, but I'll buy used panels that are already degraded because they're a hell of a lot cheaper than buying new panels.
Oh, hell yeah, because half the time they'll give them to you.
Yeah, and I mean, so these inverters have you can hook panels in series on them, but they'll take different voltages. So like they have 6 inputs, and they will take each input will take a different voltage, and it'll step them up to a common voltage before it does the conversion to AC. It's got a charge controller on it too. But the nice thing about these, a lot of these things will run. They run through a charge controller and then through the battery, and then they use a constant source off the battery to produce AC. These will actually run without battery. They'll do direct, straight off the panels. So, anyway, I've been doing a little bit of research on that. So.
Here's an option for you, because I looked into it myself. Is these companies, these electric companies, that also you can buy these panels, and it'll save you money in the long run, supposedly. And by the time you get it paid off, it's like 16 years later. But every 16 years, they replace them damn panels. Well, it's usually before that. Well, they throw the old panels away instead of just taking and using them because they're not putting out the appropriate amount that their grid calls for. They'll damn near give them to you or sell them to you for a little nothing. So hit your electric companies up if they got them big. Ours has got one. And I said, well, I'm going to go with electric or the power grid, solar. And they said, okay, well, no, that's fine. We'll let you do that. That's easy. They said, yeah, if you produce too much electricity, then we'll pay you for the electricity that's running back to the meter. Okay, so be it. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
But the ones they took out is the ones I wanted to use. And it just takes a few more of them to produce the same amount.
Yeah. So I was going to, I was looking at doing this where I used to live, and this, that town is like the crummiest town for city ordinance. I mean, it's just horrible. So they come up and they go, yeah, we do net metering, but we ask that you use one of these 4 meters, right? They have their own types of meters. I mean,
yep.
And I'm like, so I can hire somebody to put this in? Yeah, you can hire anybody you want to put it in. Because I had a friend that was an electrician, and he goes, yeah, if you buy the equipment, I'll come and hook it up for you for free. Because what I was going to do is I was going to do most of the hookup, and he was going to make sure I did everything right. So
yeah, he just has to sign off on it. That's it. Especially in Oklahoma.
Well, yeah, they didn't care about any of that. But I went to have my meter converted over to one of these. The permit to have my a net meter put on my house was $28,000.
Yeah.
So they were basically saying, we're not going to allow you to do it, right? Because my $28,000 electric bill is 114 years worth of electricity. So,
well, and that's like going to, they say hooking up a Jenny to your electric. You need to have the electric company check it for you, and blah blah blah. Then they say you can't have it. Bullshit. You can too, and it's the same thing. Just hook it up the same way as a Jenny with a trip switch on it.
Yeah, you got to have an interlock on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But the nice thing about these inverters, they're like $1,200 a piece, which is not bad actually. But they handle all of that. It's an automatic switchover, but it's a full. A lot of generators have a switch that the generator only powers certain circuits in the house. But these are like whole house inverters, and whenever you're pulling more power than they can provide, or you're not providing enough power with your panels, it will just switch off. It'll sip off of the grid to make up the difference. Yes. And so anyway, I'm looking at that just to, just for in case the grid does go down. Of course, I'm in Oklahoma. The grid goes down all the time here. So.
Yeah, it's always if you've got power, but yet I mean, here in Oklahoma, if it's the middle of winter, hello, we can take care of that.
Yeah.
If it's the middle of summer, we can take care of that. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least it gives you a temporary alternative just in case.
Oh, absolutely. Because it doesn't get so damn. I mean, in the winter it can get pretty cold, but in the summer it can get pretty damn hot. But it's one of those deals. It's nothing you can't handle if you know how to do it.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't want to live up there in Michigan or northern Missouri or Illinois or anywhere of them places.
Yeah,
Because
we-
it's too far north.
We can burn wood for heat, and
You can cook on it.
yeah, and I mean the main thing that gets me is the humidity. I can stand the heat as long as there's not a lot of humidity, and Oklahoma's pretty dry. So
I know just recently, like within the last month, they just finished installing, just in my area, within a 40-mile radius, there's 2 solar farms and 4 wind farms already finished.
Oh,
And that's just in a 40-mile diameter from where I'm at.
And here's the thing, you know they force you to buy the electric company around there to buy 35% of their electricity from them when it should be supplied to you all for free because they're using your wind and your solar off your land. Did you know that? Yeah, I went through that here in Oklahoma. I went through that in the Texas Panhandle. I went through that in southern Kansas here.
these inverters also have the inputs are programmable, so you can like switch them over to solar, or if you have a AC wind turbine, you can juice them through the wind turbine, or you can set limits like if you have some kind of 12-volt source or something like that, you can juice these off of different stuff instead of a lot of inverters are they're for solar panels, but this will actually allow you to hook generators into it and all kinds of stuff. It'll act as your generator interlock for your house too.
Yeah.
So, which, as far as storage, I'm doing a little bit of research. Of course, when I get things beat down here, which is it's just one of those things. It's like you're in over your head. And you're just trying to get air, right? You're not trying to survive. You're just trying to get to the next breath. But I was doing some research into what's called an inertial battery, which is actually pretty cool. So, like, if you find a piece of property that has a good elevation change in that property, what they do is they pump water like into a pond on the high part of the property, and then they use the declination off of that pond to turn a water turbine to produce power. So instead of storing all your energy in a battery, they spend that energy pumping water up into the pond so that it can be used to produce energy through your paddle wheel or whatever, which was surprisingly efficient. But if you have live water on your property, you can actually assist that with a ram pump. If you've ever seen a hydrostatic ram pump.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So these guys build it, and the ram pump also pumps water uphill, and it just uses the energy off of the water. It doesn't use electricity. Right. And so these guys are building these dams, and they're putting 15 or 20 of these ram pumps up there, and they run 24/7 pumping water out of the creek up into the pond.
And then it backs out right into the stream they pump it right back into their supply.
Yeah, and so once their pond is full, there's no loss of water downhill or anything. It's actually pretty neat. And they're like, well, we lose some efficiency. You're always going to lose efficiency when you're storing energy. You're going to lose. It takes energy to store it, right? But
Right.
they're saying, yeah, but this pump right here can run all day. I
Well,
don't have to have.
Is that a sustainable, consistent energy source?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because what they're doing is you got to make sure the water reservoir is big enough. But then it basically just turns a generator, and that generator is your energy source to your house. And as long as the pond has water in it, you've got power. And these ram pumps, and then they may use solar panels and 12-volt pumps to pump up to the pond, and those just run wide open. They don't. There's no. It's the nice thing about it is it's very simple.
Yeah.
You know, it's like one panel, a 12-volt pump, and some garden hose or whatever they need, and it just runs wide open all the time. If one of them breaks, they may put 4 or 5 or whatever they need up there, but they just have to make sure enough water's going in that pond to produce enough energy for the house.
And the energy that they're producing is actually keeping the pumps going.
Yeah. Well, but that actually won't work because it can't produce more. It always costs more energy to store, right?
Yeah.
But they're using the solar panels to pump the water up to the reservoir.
Okay.
And now, if you have a large solar array, of course you may use energy off of that solar array during the day. But what they're trying to do is store water so you have electricity at night.
Correct.
So they have the pumps pumping, filling up the reservoir. They are using their solar panels during the day, and then at night it switches over to the generator.
Gotcha.
And so, a lot of times in these solar arrays, once your batteries are charged and you're not using any power, well, all of the energy that your panels could be producing during the day is just dumped off as heat, or there's no current drawing them, so you've got voltage, but no, you're not storing any power. It's just kind of like the energy's just there, right?
It's just dispersing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what they're doing is they're saying, hey, let's do away with the expensive batteries and store all of this in a water reservoir. And the nice thing about a water reservoir is, it's not regulated. Charging batteries is it's very scientific, believe it or not, especially on batteries you're going to spend $20,000 on. So these inverters have to be smart and say, hey, we don't want to overcharge the batteries. We don't want to undercharge them. They got to be charged just at the right speed and to the right voltage levels, or you damage them, right?
Yep.
I mean, old NiCad, if you ever use NiCad batteries, I used to teach a class on, I used to teach a class in engineering, and NiCad batteries are my favorite. I would show people how easy it is to destroy a NiCad battery. Charge up a NiCad battery, brand new one, put it in your tool, drive a screw with it, put it back on the charger, and that NiCad battery is ruined.
Yep.
You'll be able to drive one screw with it, it'll die.
Wow.
It's very easy to mess them up. And different batteries last longer, but NiCads were very easy. NiCads, you drained them completely until they wouldn't even turn the drill. In fact, a lot of old NiCad chargers, when you put them on, you put them in a drain mode, and you drain them until they wouldn't drain anymore, and then you would charge them.
Correct. I've had plenty of them.
Yeah. So anyway,
Shane, I'll be right back, brother. Mr. Giggly's got to let Mr. Wiggly out for a minute.
Yeah, just don't do it on here like last night. And
No.
take off your headphones.
Yeah, I will. I'll be right back, fellas.
Yeah, Mr. B did a funny the other night. We was talking, and he says, "Wee!" He spun around in his chair. Said, "It looked fun and all until you get up to walk away, and look what just happened. That headphone cord is wrapped all the way around your chair and your legs." I said, "You're not going to make it very damn far." And he goes, "Oh God, I didn't think about that." Hello.
I've been out looking for some cost-effective fertilizer for the property here.
How much property do you say you end up with there?
2 acres.
2 acres. Okay.
And I need so I'm starting out with potash. I'm trying to get the potash up in the soil. It is I need 14 pounds per acre.
Yep. What are you trying to do to the soil? You trying to make it hard, or you trying to make it soft?
Well, I'm trying to get the appropriate nutrients in there to grow something besides weeds. So potash aids in seed germination. So what I'm trying to do is get everything that I don't want to grow to germinate now, so I can kill it. Right.
Yep. Yep.
But anyway, if you don't have enough potash in your soil, the root systems for anything you grow is going to be weak, and this soil is just like it has no nutrients in it. I mean,
it's all sand there where you're at.
Sand and clay.
Yeah, sand and clay. Yeah, it's not, yeah, because you know how much nutrients is in glass. None.
Yeah. And so
that's all sand is.
So potash will stay in the soil for quite a while. Nitrogen doesn't stay very long. So what you do, you need to put nitrogen down just as you have plants that are that's going to use the nitrogen, right? Okay. You know, if you put nitrogen down in the spring and you don't have anything seeded, you just wasted all the nitrogen. It'll all be out of the soil by the time you plant anything. 90 days, and here in this soil, 90 days and all of your nitrogen will be gone again until you get something growing there, and that'll help hold it. But right now, the way the soil is, it's a waste of money to put nitrogen down. But I can put potassium and potash down. Those will stick around for a while. So
now on your potassium, you using the K12 or which one you using?
Well, I'm just doing a kind of a I'm doing a kind of a just a fertilizer, but I'm concentrating on high potash, and then whatever potassium's in it's fine. So what I'll do is I'll put that down, and I'll wait about 3 weeks, and I'll do another soil test and see if I need to put more potash down. And then once the potash is up to acceptable levels, I'll concentrate on the potassium.
7.8 or better.
Yeah. And then when that's up, what I plan on doing, I plan on seeding in the fall with some good fescue, some turf top tall, and then I'll hit it with nitrogen and probably another dose of starter high potash fertilizer, and that hopefully I'll get a stand of grass. The thing is, if I can get grass standing, I can do the mulching and all that stuff, and feed part of the nitrogen back into the soil that the grass consumed.
Let me ask you a question. This is going to be a serious question. Why don't you go with the Synlon
for grass?
Yeah, it's called Synlon. It's synthetic grass, but it looks just like fescue. It looks like anything you want. You go in there, peel out, and you put in, and you compress down, about up to 2, 3, 4 inches of crushed concrete.
Mm-hmm.
And then you roll it out, and then you just staple it down, and you're done. And you don't have to mow, you don't have to water, you don't have no stickers. You have the most beautiful lawn year round.
Well, so we're planting a food forest.
Okay.
So yeah, so we do need to grow stuff. So we're
definitely going to have to go with a rye or a fescue if you're going to have a bunch of trees and shit.
We'll mix. We'll usually do a rye fescue mix, and see what lives. I'm also like this. I mow my lawn, and if I can't run over with the mower, I kill it.
Well, and that's one of those things you can do. Here's one but you may not like it, and I know you know what the name of it is, and I know you probably know what it is. It's called zoysia grass, and you sprig it, and that shit grows with little or no water, little or no nitrogen. It will grow no matter what, but it's like kudzu. that shit will grow so fast. But you know, if you wait too long, you're gonna be in there with uh no, what do they call them damn things? Can't remember. Anyway, you're not gonna be mowing it because that shit grows fast. You'll be mowing it once a week for sure.
Yeah. I'm getting called back into the meeting. I gotta go.
All right, sounds
All right.
good, bud.
All right.
Okay, John. Shane, I just wanted to say hi to Chris McGrath, and Fartbox is back with us tonight.
Yes, hello, Fart. Yeah, I've seen them, and hello to both y'all.
And Karen Thompson, absolutely. And all clovers have the capability of producing nitrogen into the soil.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And I actually like eating a 3-leaf clover, as long as you know your animals ain't out there urinating on them. It gives it kind of a bitter taste.
Yeah. Oh boy. I like John. He's always a wealth of knowledge, Shane.
It doesn't matter what you want to talk about. Yeah, he's very well educated, and if you've seen him, you would think he was a hobo off the street.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's let his stuff grow, his beard, his hair, everything grow. You know, like B-Dog. Yeah, you know, he's let it grow because he works at home, so I know help cut it. And he was locked in his house for 2 years, you know, over that whooping cough. So he's like, you let it grow. The last I heard, now I don't know if he's got it cut since he moved back to Oklahoma or not.
Yeah, I've never seen him. Just every time he comes up, just a big black box.
Oh yeah, yeah. He very. I think I've seen him one time. The rest of the time it's just been all by definition and explanation.
Yep.
D-Dog, everything go all right? He was gone a little bit. You had to go smoke and take a dump or what?
Just dealing with the phone.
Oh, I know that's right. Yours have been blowing up all night.
Yeah, I'd throw mine in the garbage if it did that consistently.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what. Look, he's throwing it in the garbage now. I want one of those garbage disposal that's got a mute button on it.
I absolutely would.
Look, now he's got to dig through all the garbage to get to it. I hope he didn't spit in it.
Oh, man, I hate talking on the phone worse than anything in life. I hate it.
I don't hold it to my head. You know me, I've always got it on my speaker. My speaker don't get very loud. That's why I go, hey, let me send you a link. You just come up here. Let's just do it on the computer.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold nothing. I mean, I get so sick of time. Yeah, he's got more.
Jeez.
He's got more disposables. What happened? Oh, you've been to a lot of them then, because you used to have a stack of like 10.
Yeah, I got a couple of them out in the truck.
Oh, okay.
That would make me crazy.
Yep.
I have
You
one.
always know
So
which one's important, by the way, which one's ringing.
yeah, I have one, and I hate it when it rings.
Oh, speaking of which, did you call that person back that called you last night? And you told your wife you'd call him back today?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I'm such a good boy.
Yeah, you mind well.
Yeah.
You do.
I have my moments.
You have your moments. D-Dog. Hey, I got a question for you. Me and Butch have been beating this shit up for about a week now, and we're looking for a little cheap, nothing real fancy, little EQ board that would do us. It would have the reverb. It would have, I don't know if reverb and echo's the same thing, and do also do a little bit of echo and just some basic simples, just for fun.
And also be USB compatible.
Correct.
Does that have effects on it
Yep,
for
100
vocals?
bucks. That's all they cost.
How much?
They only cost $100.
Okay. And you can plug in about anything to it. I can plug in my mic and run it through there.
No, that's just for doing your sound effects and everything else.
Okay. Well, what we're looking, I'm looking
So,
for one that I can plug my mic in, and here's why I asked him, because he'll go dig out everything we want to see.
yeah, something for singing vocals where you can add a little bit of echo or reverb or something
Yeah.
that you can actually plug your broadcast mic into.
Correct. That way it'll give you it, because you won't get it without it.
Right, right. Well, I found some nice ones on there, Shane, but they're a little more than what either you or me are wanting to pay, I think.
Yeah, pricey.
Yeah, they're getting up in the hundreds. Yeah.
A digital dynamic processor.
Is
Okay.
that you is that USB compatible and it has mic inputs? Quarter or XLR. Nice.
And it
Okay.
does MIDI.
Uh-huh. Power.
Okay. Okay. So we'd have to get a adapter to go from the USB to one of the quarters, which we looked them up. They're only like $5 a piece.
Well, I don't know if you can run
Well,
the
that was the
output
ACAM.
on that into USB though to send
Oh.
it into the computer.
Okay, what you do is you run out of a mixing board, and then you go back to that. Or you run out of the mixing board, you go into there, and then you come out of there and go back to the mixing board, and that's all your effects for that channel.
Okay.
Okay.
Trying to use my wheels here.
Yeah, that's me, and boy, that's over my head. That's why I wanted to talk to Dito.
You can get like a Soundcraft 8-channel UI, and it ends up doing a DAW, which is the USB into your computer, and then you can do all your mixing inside the computer.
Okay, yeah, and that's what would be neat is if I could do that, or if I could just hit a button on the damn little machine next to me. Because I don't want to get real technical just for fun, you know. I thought that one time they had an all-in-one where you could just plug in everything to it pretty much that you wanted to run through it, and just plug it into your computer, whether it's a laptop or a computer, and you're pretty much done.
Let me see if I can find this one again.
We found some fairly inexpensive ones, but they were just kind of, I don't know, they just didn't seem like they would be the right ones.
Right.
But I'm just wanting to do it for fun. I'm not wanting to do it for professional or nothing like that. I don't have to have recording and all that, but I would like to have some, I can change the synthesetics on it and the voice command on it, and just little simple shit. Because there's a song this lady's been asking for forever, and that's through. I should have asked Partbox. He'd know. He knows too. But I'm having a hard time learning this song and trying to sing it, and because it's got a lot of, not a huge, but it's got echo, and it's got a lot of voice overing, and I'd like to do it off the cuff instead of doing all that crap. And I listen to Billy Wilkins all the time, and he does it with his all the time, and he sounds awesome. And he just hits one button and pulls up or down the whatever he needs it to do. The little slide.
Okay. Yeah, this is the one I was looking at. This is the one I've
The hell did he do?
Yeah, that UI 8 is discontinued. They have a UI 12, and it's only $400, and you can do whatever you want out of it.
Yeah, see, for fun, that's just more than I want to spend.
Right.
I didn't know if they had little. I'm not saying a Walmart brand one, but just a little one. That it don't have to do everything that a professional singer is going to do, but just something little.
Yeah.
I don't want to say cheesy, but just above cheesy. Hello, Engine 10.
Oh my God, dumbass hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I noticed.
No, I didn't hit any buttons.
No, that would have been me. I don't need no audio on this. This is the one I've been looking at, guys. I don't. But you can see it's got
Yeah,
your
Pile.
yeah, it's got XLR or quarter in, and right here it has a USB out.
Okay, is that a USB out, or is it for linking your phone?
No, I checked it. It's an in or an out. You can run something into it, or you can run out to your PC. And it has a master volume slider, and then it has individual gains.
Right.
It has effects, lows, mids, highs, gain. It has the 48 volt, like if you're using a condenser mic that you need phantom power.
Right.
And then all your effects, send and return and all that. Mm-hmm. Headphone, master, volume. It's a pretty nice thing, and it's $99.99 is what it is.
All right, I was looking at the top and it said $149.99. I was like, well, how much is that damn thing?
Yeah, $99.99.
I think you want to step one above Pile.
Okay.
Like I think it's Psionic or something. It starts with a P. And they have some pretty decent stuff.
Okay, I'm not familiar with either one of them, to be quite honest with you.
Right.
I've heard of Pile, but I just don't.
Well, Pile is like the bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
And then you got Behringer, and then you start getting into good stuff.
Yeah, Behringer's good.
No, it's not. It's garbage.
Well, the Behringer heads that we always use for small venues, they were good. Okay. For PAs, you know what I'm talking about? The little, like 8-channel heads.
Oh, you're talking mixers.
Yeah, for live. Now, I don't know about something for like PC sound. I wouldn't know how they would work. But as far as live venues, like if you were in a real small, like playing at a winery or something, out on the deck, we'd use just a small 8-channel head to mic the vocals because you didn't need to mic the instruments outside there. Right. Everybody's sitting right around you,
Yeah, but you're doing USB, so you have to get into some sort of a digital market.
Right.
But I'd definitely go with a better brand than Pile or Behringer.
Okay.
Because the Behringer, when you get into the digital, it's an app. And it's real hard to get around because there's only one direction you can go to your location. Mm-hmm. Now, I like the Soundcraft because it's a HTML. Okay. So it doesn't matter what device you're using. You can hook up to 10 devices on it at once. I'm talking about to run the board.
Yeah.
Correct.
And all of them DAW back to a computer. And you have multiple avenues to get to every point that you want to get to. So it's so fast and easy to use and to learn.
That would
like
be nice.
The UI-24 is what we use.
Okay.
For live venues, and we're talking like 50 to 100,000 people at these outdoor events we do.
And that's the ones you can run off your cell phone or an iPad or anything.
Right.
You can go to effects, monitors, the whole works.
Right. And
I've used something like that before.
We can run it off of Android or Apple.
Yeah.
Plus our Windows stuff or Linux, whatever we have, it doesn't matter. Everything works with it.
Okay.
And but the UI-24 is basically a portable recording studio because you can do a 24 track recording, and you can even do an option to not put any of the effects into the recording so that you can mix it at home later.
Oh, so you, pre or post.
Right.
Okay.
And you can also link it to another one, and then that gives you a 32 channel board.
Nice.
Or you can use one board for your front of house and the other board for monitors.
So is that a software program that I can download right into my system and be able to?
All you have to do is when you link up to the Wi-Fi on it, it's just uimixer.io.
Okay.
Everything's self-contained.
New Don. On Fridays and Saturdays, we go from 7 till 11 if things are going well. So I'm here to listen. So no, we're good. We're good for another while.
You hippies. I do kind of resemble that remark tonight, don't I?
Yeah, you do with your shirt.
With my tie-dye.
You and your tie-dye.
Yeah.
You and your rainbow flavored colors there.
Oh, let's not go rainbow, brother. No. No rainbow here.
You're looking awful fruity tonight.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and a lot of the bands we work with, they bring in a little USB thumb drive, and we plug it in and we save them their live performance.
Oh,
With,
nice.
No effects or nothing, and all it has is levels on it.
Yeah.
And that they kick us a couple $100 extra, just because they're going to be able to take and put out a live CD or whatever of their band.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but that UTI is not going to allow me to put like effects on this mic to broadcast.
Yeah. Okay. The UI-24 is the one I know the most about.
Okay.
On that 24 channel mixer, which you actually have 12 XLRs and 2 channels for like an MP3 on a USB.
Yeah.
And a left and right audio for like a tape deck or whatever that you have there. Yeah, that's your 24 channels. But there's 200 U's of effects inside that board.
Mm-hmm.
And
so this is an actual physical board.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And what's
it's rack mounted. It takes 4 years of rack space for it. So we throw it right into our amp rack.
But we wouldn't need something 24 channels for sure.
Well, that's to do a full band because the drum kit alone's 8.
Do they make them in a 2 or 4 channel?
No, the smallest they have now is a 12 channel. They used to have an 8 channel, so you can get an older 8 channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I just need something condensed that I can use to apply effects here to go out.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we're both looking for. Is just something.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
so
small
that
and almost generic, but yet not generic.
Yeah. So that would really be overkill.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, that's like if you're doing a full event where you have a full band.
Yeah.
We don't need a full event here. I mean, hell, we can broadcast to 1,000 people a night just by sitting right here. So, yeah, we don't need nothing that elaborate. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but
I know I can go into my garage and turn on the little radio I have in my garage, and my 80 neighbors will be able to listen to it.
Well, yeah, I can do that off my phone. And everybody's going, how you do that off your phone? Well, I've got one of those little speakers, It's about. It's only on a quarter of the way up on the amp on the back of it, and it is called an Edison M2000. This speaker is only about 30 inches tall and 2 foot wide. It will run the neighbors out of this neighborhood, and that's on a quarter. So I have to turn it down with my damn phone. I have to turn my phone almost all the way to. I mean, it's just barely showing a signal of volume, and it'll still run you out of this house if you're not careful.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, well,
that's
all
one
I
of the
have
best
are
investments.
two 18-inch subwoofers. What is it? Eight 12-inch mid-range, and 4 1.25 inch horns. And let's see, the horns in mid-range, I think I have like 5,000 watts hooked up to that, and I know I have 1,000 watts per sub.
Nice.
Very
Yeah, my
nice.
brother's got. Well, if you used to go buy it today, it's going to be $25,000 or better of equipment, and he bought it used, and the guy used it twice for his karaoke, and ended up selling it. I don't know, 4 or 8 grand. My brother bought it, and I want to tell you what, he's had enough shit to set up a whole venue for a regular band or a DJ. This guy spent a lot of damn money and got in a pickle, overspent, and run out of money. My brother picked it up for little and nothing, and yeah, it's freaking stupid as much as he's got. It's a whole wall of his house. And he ain't even got it hooked up. And then he went and bought a computer that has all the karaoke because he does karaoke. It holds it had 2,500 songs in it. And it can download any song you want in it. And it's just stupid huge.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, this is a whole wall. And this wall's 12, 15 feet long and 9 foot tall.
you can get sound systems reasonably cheap, but you're going to get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the quality.
This guy spent the money, but my brother didn't have to. So he got in a pickle. He spent all his damn money.
Yeah.
And then he needed money, so he had to get rid of it.
Yeah. The quality stuff costs a few dollars.
So, Mr. B, the mic you have is USB'd into your computer?
Yes.
Okay.
So is mine.
But I have some pro mics here, XLRs for live. You know.
I do too. I even got the filters for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, didn't I show you that full drum kit set that I had?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It never been open. I think it's been sitting over there in the corner for 5-6 years.
Yeah. I've got like Shure 58s for live vocals, and I've got some 57s for
For your instruments.
For mic amps. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that whole kit for the same price as that Beta 52.
Yeah. I like to tight mic the amps on stage. I don't like to line out. I think it has a better sound.
Right.
That's just my personal opinion, though. I mean, I just like the sound better.
Yeah, I got that kit just so that we had another kick drum mic.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot involved in it.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I said, I'm still learning this shit. My brother does it. I don't. I always went, but I was not gonna get on stage with him. I just fill the dance floor. He just sings.
Yeah. That's what I always tell these young kids that are starting these bands, you know. You don't get paid to play. That's the fun part. You get paid to tear it down and set up.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
If you suck, that's on you.
Yeah. I haven't done a paying gig in years, Shane. It's all been benefits and fundraisers for
Oh yeah.
like 15 years now.
Yeah, I think the most we ever made on a gig that we did for karaoke was $2,500 for a 2.5 hour set.
Yeah.
That's good money. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
and plus it's right where I want to be. You know, we're in a bar and having a good time. My brother don't drink, so
Yeah. Well, when I play, I got a group of guys that are all friends. They're all seasoned musicians. We've played off and on together for 30 some years, and none of them's in it for the money anymore. It's just all about giving back, you know.
oh yeah.
That's what we like to do. It's
Well, and it's one of those deals. You get to a point in your life, you know, you're in a little band growing up as a kid, and you want to be a rock star or a country star or something like that.
yeah,
You get to a point in your life where you're like, I just love playing music. Let's just do music,
right,
you know. And
right,
if we can make somebody happy, let's go do it.
yeah.
And that's where me and my brother are. Because, like I said, we've been doing karaoke for 30 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it is. 20, I know of 20 years. 30 years, maybe stretching it. That may be a false statement. But I
Yeah.
know 20 years.
My dad had me playing drums when I was 12. That's when I started. And
So we started this before. Yeah, it's got to be 20, 25 years. It's probably about 20, 25 years. That's probably the truth of it.
yeah,
But we've been doing this shit a long time. And it's not, I'm good because I wouldn't sing. Remember, I told you that problem I had with my brother.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mr. B, I dropped a program for you. It's called
Okay.
Reaper,
Okay.
and you can add all the effects that you want to your mic and turn them on and off. It's a mixer for inside your computer.
Oh,
Is that one of those free ones?
Yeah.
and you can do this for live
Y-
or just recording.
Yes.
Both.
Yeah. Guess what?
Yes, you
Yes,
can
we-
do it whatever.
Oh, okay.
Because we looked at them, and me and Mr. B couldn't find any of them that was worth a shit for free. But I knew Ken Carson had one downloaded that he really liked, and I can't remember what he said. And so I couldn't get a hold of him. So it was like, I know he said there was one for free you could use.
All right. I got her saved, D-Dog. Thank you, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah,
And there's another one. I think it's Ableton Light. I think
Well-
that'll let you do like 6 channels
Okay.
for free.
You know, I just need something like
The cat
For-
says
for-
filters, pad,
attenuator.
yeah, attenuator.
Yeah. I just need something personally and something like if I have a buddy over playing guitar beside me or something that he can have a mic too, you know, just to run a
Oh,
couple
absolutely.
channels. That's and do live
I'll be right back.
and get a fairly decent sound out of it, you know. And have the volume control. That's always nice. When you're not blowing everybody's eardrums out. Oh, excuse me. John, I think Kim left a long time ago, Bubba. Roadie lifestyle. Yeah. I wish I had roadies. It's a lot of work setting up and tearing down, huh, D-Dog?
Oh, yeah, but since we don't carry the big, how much do those fucking things weigh? 56 channel Midas boards. I think they were like 400 pounds a piece. Since we
Wow.
don't carry those around anymore because we have that light little digital mixer, life is a lot better.
Yeah. That would be heavy.
It is.
56 channels?
Yep.
Holy crap. How many did you actually use?
Well, one for front of house and one for monitors.
Yeah. That's a lot of channels, buddy. I've been inside recording studios that don't have that many channels.
Well, the recording studios usually do, you know, up to like, I don't know, 15 or maybe 20.
24, yeah.
and I'm just talking if they just have the drums in there.
Yeah, yeah. The majority of them that I've been in, well, locally anyway, are all been 24 channel boards.
Right, but they usually record the drums separate so they don't have the bleed.
Yeah,
And that recording studios, they usually mic the top and the bottom.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
of each drum and the overheads. Plus, they go underneath the dome in the cymbals
Yeah,
and the hi hat. They cut it from the bottom and the top and the edge of the top to see which one they like better for.
yeah. Every session I've ever been in, and they've done the rhythm tracks first to a click track,
Right.
and then they would do the leads, and do the drums and the bass, and then they would bring the vocals, do the
Right.
vocals last.
Yeah, when they get all the noise together, they'll bring the vocals in.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lengthy process too. It takes a full day just to get a few instruments dialed in to where they want them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of the places that I know, they always bring the drummer in first on a click track, and then everyone plays to the drums.
Yeah, because
Really?
it sets the tempo. It
Oh,
sets the tempo.
It's all different here, buddy. They always do the rhythm and the lead tracks to a click track, and then they bring the drums in, then they put the bass on, and then the vocals. That's
See,
the
when
ones around here anyway.
See,
Yeah.
even the ones in Oklahoma, they'll bring drums in first,
Yeah.
and then everybody plays off that tempo.
Yeah, I've done a
And then
lot
your
of dem-
vocals have to play off of everything that's been played. Even if you wrote the whole damn song and you wrote all the notes to all the music.
Yeah, I've done a lot of demo work over the years for various amateur singers, I guess you would call songwriters. And everyone I've went into, they've always had the rhythm and the lead track already put down.
Well, that's
Everyone.
probably like doing acoustics. You know, they like doing the acoustics first just to get what they want to sound like, and then they start putting it to all the others. And which is a good
Yeah.
way.
It's always fun. I always enjoyed studio time. It was fun. It was a lot of work, but it was fun.
Oh shit, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. It's
Buddy of mine
exhausting.
owned Champagne Studios, and like I said, they recorded some of John Anderson's, Reba McEntire's. Who was the other one? I think Tracy Lawrence did some of his there. That was all here in Enid, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I can tell you this. If you're not sick of a song by the end of the session, they didn't do it right.
Right.
Oh, I'll tell you that's right.
'Cause you
15
get
times over and over and
Oh
over.
my
You're like,
God. It's just nonstop, man. It's just like,
and that's just for the vocals. And then you get the guitar riff, and you miss one note, you redo it again.
yeah. It's
And that's why I like doing it off the cuff when I do it. When I try to do my little singing skit,
Yeah,
just because if I can't sound somewhat like them, or at least have the same vibrato as they do,
yeah,
and I don't have no special effects, I think I'm doing pretty good.
yeah. The MIDI controls. I mean the lows, the highs, and the mids, and a little bit of reverb and echo on vocals. It helps a lot. You know,
Oh,
I don't
God,
believe
yeah.
I don't believe in auto tune. I think that's a bunch of bullshit for people that can't sing. You
Well,
know?
auto tune is yeah, and then that's when you can get into sounding like someone like me that's got the Oklahoma voice sound like Journey,
Yeah.
you know, and I've seen a lot of them do that.
And I can tell when they're using it.
Oh yeah,
I
you
can hear it.
Yeah,
A lot of these popular artists are auto tunes, man.
yeah, they won't do just a guitar and singing or just singing.
Yeah. And they go out on a live.
Be digitally annotated.
Yeah, you go out on a live concert and they can't recreate what they've done in the studio. They sound like shit.
That's what I need, John H. He's one of them makes you
Auto
sound like
tune.
anybody but him.
That's funny.
And the cat, he keeps putting in a bunch of shit in there. He, like I said, the cat, he has a bunch of damn equipment.
Yeah, he's got some stuff evidently.
Oh yeah, I don't know what he used to do in his previous life.
I can tell you what, DeCap, back in the early 80s when I started playing live with a lot of people, we were still using them old PVSP1s. Them big old freaking honking cabinets, man. It took 3 men and a baby boy to lift them.
Yeah, and then you need a dolly to help on the other side.
Yeah, they were heavy, man. Jesus. We thought that
That's
was
even
the,
on casters.
yeah, we thought that was the shit back then, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember back when I started listening to Rat Out of the Cellar. I met this gentleman. I say gentleman. He's a Mexican fella, which was odd that he liked Rat Out of the Cellar. But he grew up here his whole life, and you know, I'm talking when I'm 14 years old. This is a long time ago.
Yeah.
And he had this little bitty speaker that looked like it was, I don't know, 5-6 foot long and 4 foot tall on casters. And he was staying in the basement of his cousin's house. And how the hell they got this speaker down there? Because it took damn near a crane to get this damn speaker out of the house. That was just crazy. I mean, this thing was friggin' huge. John H.
You don't have to be loud to be effective.
No. No.
Especially if you're tight micing your amp, you get all the volume you need through the board.
Oh, yeah.
If you're so loud on stage that you can't hear your vocals coming back through the monitor, there's a problem.
I want to tell you what. I helped a little band one time, and I stood at the back of the room. Well, that was the first thing I made sure happened. You could hear the vocals.
Yeah.
And then they got mad at me because he wanted me to kind of drown them out with, you know, he wanted to sound like Britney Spears. You can't ever hear him sing, but you can hear all the music and you can hear a little bit of words here and there.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You,
"Now,
a good
you
sound
can't
man,
sing."
a good sound engineer when you're doing live is crucial. You know, you can get some real shitty ones that can really screw you up.
I still don't think Britney Spears can sing.
Yeah, I
I've
wouldn't.
never heard her say a clear word in any song she has ever done. Never.
Yeah.
It's always dialed out by the damn music.
I think there's a lot of them that way, Shane.
Now, Christina Aguilera, she proved different. She did some acapella shit, and I want to tell you what, the first time I ever heard her do acapella, it blew my friggin' mind. And that girl, you know, she grew up in Disney with Britney Spears in that Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
And she could actually carry a tune, and she sounded good.
Well, there are 3 women that I've heard live that I thought were actually better than the studio version.
Okay.
That was Pat Benatar,
Yeah.
Martina McBride, and Carrie
Yeah. Oh,
Underwood.
that's. I'm gonna tell you what. Yeah, Martina McBride. Yes, she was probably the best out of all 3.
And Stevie Nicks. Oh,
Stevie Nicks was. She was no slacker, and he
Oh,
was the
my
lead
God.
singer for Fleetwood Mac.
yeah, Stevie Nicks
Yeah, Stevie Nicks. Yeah,
and Christy McVie, I think was the
Yeah.
other one.
yeah.
Yeah, when I was real young, I had a boy-girl thing for Stevie Nicks real bad.
Yep.
There's just something about her voice that just blew me away, man. The soul in it, I think.
Oh yeah. John H says Lizzie Hole or Hale. Yeah, Hale.
Another one that's a phenomenal singer that's probably very underrated and not very heard of, and that's Beth Hart.
Yes.
Oh
Leader
my
of Heart.
God.
Yeah.
Jesus. No, this is not the band Hart, Shane. This is a girl named Beth Hart. She does a lot of the old bluesy style.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
maybe soul. She did an album. If you know who Joe Bonamassa is,
I do
he's
not.
one of the most phenomenal guitar players in the world, man. And they did an album together, and it was all old covers. She did a version, they did a version together called I'd Rather Go Blind, the old Etta James song.
Okay.
Do you remember that song?
Nope.
Okay. You need to check that out on YouTube sometime. You shit your drawers, buddy. It's that good. You know, it's Beth Hart, Joe Bottomos, I'd Rather Go Blind. It's one of the most
Yeah,
powerful.
you have to send that shit to me. Send it to
Yeah.
me email.
Yeah, that's one of the most
I don't
powerful female vocal performances I've ever seen in my life. Just incredible.
One I really
Hailstorm.
liked her singing, but then she pissed me off. I thought was really good. It was the one that sung the song for Titanic.
Celine Dion.
Yeah, Celine Dion.
Yeah,
When
very
she was
good.
married to Renee. Yeah, that
John.
was-
John,
What?
I do who know that is now. I know who Hellstorm is, and they're freaking awesome.
yeah,
I actually,
Hailstorm was good.
yeah, I actually learned Hellstorm's song "Dear Daughter" for my daughter.
Hmm. Cat says Brown outed a honky Tanya electrically fried the bar. Memories. Huh.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not comprehending that right now.
Yeah, I'm not either.
It's not
Hey,
registered.
hey, you got your little guitar set up behind you. Is it too late to play since your wife's in bed?
Yeah, it might be, buddy, because
Okay,
it's after 10 now, and that thing's. Yeah, I don't know.
It's amped up.
Yeah, I don't have the volume real loud, but
All right.
I'm afraid I'll. Yeah, shit.
That's all right. Hey, don't do it. Don't do it. If it's going to get you in trouble with Mama, don't do it.
Yeah, maybe we can do it early Monday night or something.
That'll work.
Okay.
That'll work.
Yeah, I hate to fire that thing, man, because it's yeah. Yeah. I'll hit a few strings and show you what I'm talking about.
Mama's going to
Oh,
still wake
guys,
up.
I'm gonna take off.
All right,
bud.
D-Dog. Always a
Yeah.
pleasure, brother.
Have fun.
Thanks for
All
the
right.
info on the seeds, man. I'm going to use that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to do too much on here, Shane.
No, I don't want you to. I don't want you to get in trouble.
Shit.
Yeah. Might want to find that gain and turn it down just a bit.
Does that have a nice sound or what?
Oh, my God. I could hear some Eric Clapton off of that.
Oh, okay.
Eric Clapton would be some awesome. Would you know my name? Oh, here we go. Okay.
Is that loud,
Yeah.
loud?
It ain't terrible on my end, but I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, if
See-
Mama ain't on the other end of the house with the door closed, you're gonna be in trouble. I'm Oh, that's good. That's
See,
good, bud.
I can actually play guitar when I can push the strings.
Yeah. No, that's freaking awesome, dude.
I don't want to do too much more than that, buddy.
Oh, I know that's right. I know that's right.
Get me beat up.
Yeah. I can understand that.
But yeah, I can actually play sometimes.
No, you did good.
We'll break her out Monday night early, Shane.
Okay.
Do some. Because then it don't much matter. I just don't want to wake everybody up this late at night.
Well, you know, they can sleep in tomorrow. They can't sleep in Monday
That's
or
well,
Tuesday.
that's true. That is true. That is true.
But anyway, I guess let's just end this broadcast and we will end the live, and then we'll see y'all Monday. Unless y'all are going over to Creeks, and I might see you there, because I might go over and just listen and watch.
All right. I might meet you over
What
there,
is-
Shane Dog.
What is this sleep you talk of? Yeah, Johnny.
It's a rare commodity, buddy.
Creek Squad comes on. He's got karaoke night on Saturday night. He starts at 10. Bitch, it's a little bit of everything. He's a young kid. He ain't got many people watching, but he's a good guy. Real good guy.
Yeah. I agree.
But well, yeah, we could probably end this thing, and because I don't want to get Mr. B in trouble now. If somebody else gets him in trouble, or he gets himself in trouble, that's on him.
I've been known to. That's
The
a
worst he's
fact.
gonna get, the worst gonna happen to the young man is he's gonna get yelled at a little bit. Maybe you kept me up too late. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, it's over. Okay, I'll take you to a nice dinner. Okay,
Yeah.
here you go.
Yep. You'd be surprised how well that works, buddy.
Hell yeah, I'll give you a nice big smooch on the cheek, and I'm gonna buy you a nice big fat dinner, and you'll be fine. Yeah, I was married once. I know how that works.
Yep. Sounds
Just don't
like
snuggle and leave me alone for 2 days.
sounds
Fire
like
it up.
experience talking.
Yeah, yeah. And there is Creek Squad's link drop if y'all want to hang out and go over and listen to all kinds of crazy people try to sing.
Yeah. Come over there and get up and sing. He'll let you.
Oh, hell yeah. It's all fun. That's all it is.
We might even get Shane to do some. He's been known to over there.
Oh, I have been known to do 1 or 3, and I almost practiced on 1 today.
You got to get that one for me, Ma.
Oh, I know it. And that's why I told her earlier on the show is that one's going to be tough to do. We may have to pick a different one. But she says, Shane, take your time because I'm not in no hurry.
Well, there's a lot of good Merle out there, man. What about
She wants that one.
Silver Wings is a good one.
Silver Wings is a great one.
Yeah.
But man, I'm going to tell you the one she wants. And she says, nope, take your time. She's in no hurry. She's
Okay.
she's very patient.
Yeah. It's
I'm going to
very
have to do it. I'm going to have to do it for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gonna have to. I mean,
Well-
even if I suck at it, I'm gonna have to get it at least tried.
Just keep working on it, brother. When you pop it out, it'll be a nice surprise for her.
Well, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. That's what scares me is I just don't want it to come out like crap for her because she's been wanting it so long.
I've heard you sing too many times. I don't think that's going to be an issue, but I think you'll be fine.
You've heard that song, haven't you?
I have heard it, and it's a demanding one.
He spits it out so naturally, but man, it is tough.
Yeah.
it is tough to. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Well, but I'll do what I can. Hey, Professor Falcon.
Hey, Professor, just in time to wish us good night.
Yeah. God, you're too kind to show up just to tell us good night and touch us in. No, I think I'm gonna shut her down here in just a half a minute, and I think I'm gonna go over and see Creek for just a minute, and
Okay.
I can't swear I'm gonna be over there very damn long, but I'll be over there for just a bit.
Yeah, I'll pop in there for a bit, Shane.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that sounds good.
Yeah. We'll just hang-
Professor Falcon, you're welcome. Hey, Professor, go over to Creek.
Yeah, we're gonna go over and show Creek Squad some love, guys.
Yep, he comes over here every time he gets a chance, and then trust me, it's damn near every night. So
Just about every show. Yeah.
yeah, so I gotta return the favor. You know, it is what it is.
Yep.
But yeah, let's go over to Creek Squad and show him some love. And if y'all want to give him a love raid while you're there, by God, give it to him.
Yep.
It's not like the boy don't deserve it. He, like I said, he smokes a few cigarettes, drinks a few beers on the show, but it's one of those deals that he's a great person.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree, Shane.
Yeah, it's an all night long there. Yeah, it is.
Professor, I'm a mod there, so don't stir shit up.
That's the first thing I'm going to do now that I know that, because I am too.
Buddy, I think everybody that goes in there becomes a mod.
Pretty close.
Yeah. I don't know what the deal is, but it seems
Well,
like everybody, he's got it set that way or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, he's got a few that ain't, but I want to tell you what. But that's a good sign, because you know when the trolls come in, they're going, look at all these damn mods, and they just back out and leave.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna get our asses handed to us.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a few in here tonight. I just overlooked them.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, I just left them alone. It ain't gonna do no damn good. I mean,
Yeah.
they say something silly, and you don't give them no attention. Who cares?
Yep. You don't
Who
even
cares?
acknowledge them. They'll go away when they don't get a response.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And don't let them on panel, and they still won't get a response.
Yep. Well, folks, I hope you all join us Monday night.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, we'll just.
All right. Any famous words you want to say before we bounce?
Yep. Just love one another, guys. That's it. Just love one another.
That was a good old song.
Yeah.
Just love one another right now. Yeah. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody in the chat. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't have a show. And I appreciate and endure every one of y'all. Thank y'all. And if y'all want to see a little bit more of what's going on, we will be over at Creeks for a bit.
Yeah.
And we can go over there and play around a little bit and have some fun. And we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right. We'll see everybody there, and good night.
Good night, guys. Peace.